Uniquely Mia here. Welcome back if you are a returning supporter. If you are a new viewer here, consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and joining the Uniquely Mia community. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, a dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice, and I show you what my life is like. So this live stream is all about manicures. So as the name suggests, I'll be doing my nails in this stream for y'all. Hey Evan, yes, you are the first one on the live stream this evening. How are you doing today, Evan? Glad you could be here. Happy Friday. Official job application. You fill out a job application. Nice, official. Hey Raymond. Okay, how are you doing today? Glad you guys could be here. It is Friday. It is 5 p.m. New York City time, Eastern Standard Time. So we're doing my nails today. I finally did get to go to Walmart today, and I got some nail polish. Let me show you guys this. It's totally unrelated to nail polish, but I saw it and I was like, I had to buy this. So if you guys don't know what this is, these are like, well, I'm sure the picture shows you, but my mom, anytime we go somewhere cool, my mom, she always buys this sometimes. When I was younger, she used to get it. Or not even when I was younger. She got it for me like 2 years ago. It was the last time I used these. And it's like, you guys know I'm not a makeup person, but it's like jewels that you put on your face. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to use it, but I never really see this in Walmart. And it was like $2.43. So I got 3 of them. What do you guys think about it? Decided to show it to y'all. But it's really cool. But what are you guys saying? Hey, Evan. Evan said, I had a quiet day. Okay, glad you had a quiet day. You're just doing some paperwork for your new job. Okay, you're going to start next month. All right. Nice, nice. Congratulations. Okay, congratulations, anti-emoji. Hey, Raymond. Glad you could be here. I'm about to do a manicure. Yeah, so this is it. And, like, you could break it up. When I use it, I'll make, like, a video. YouTube Shorts and show y'all. But, like, generally it goes on the eye, but I like to break it up. And then this one, you could put, like, stars, paste it on your face wherever you want it. It's peel off jewelry or jewels, and then this one, it goes around your eye as well. So yeah, very, very cool. Leave for 30 to 60 minutes. Oh, I think this is if you put glue on it to see if you have an allergic reaction to it. But generally, I don't have an allergic reaction to stuff, so we'll see. And then I didn't go to nail salon. I went to Walmart and I got nail polish. So I got 3 new colors, just pink, black, and white. We're slowly but surely rebuilding the nail polish collection, guys. So these are the colors. Let me see if a poll's gonna work today, but let me know. Okay, Evan said, I hope Catch joins. Okay, nice. Official said, bye because it's past bedtime. All right, Official. Pleasure having you on. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Fling Traditional YouTube video or YouTube Shorts. Always a pleasure when you're on. For everyone else on the live stream, welcome. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. So let me know, guys, how's your day going today? Okay, I created a poll, so vote in the poll what color you guys want me to paint my nails. And the poll, why is the poll covering up my face? Okay, so I have this white, I have black, and I have like this light pink color. Hey Cam, glad you could tune on today. How's your day going? Cam said, hey Mia, I don't know if you celebrate Halloween, but it would be cool if you did a Halloween look with one of those DF fonts. No, since I've been in higher education, which has been 5 years, I have not celebrated Halloween, Cam. I mean, when I was in RA, I would dress up because I would have events Halloween. But yeah, so I guess no, since in the space I'm in, I don't celebrate Halloween, but Halloween is by far my favorite non-official holiday because you don't get off of school for Halloween, but I love Halloween. Ever since I was young, every year my mom would have to take me to like I didn't beg her, but like she would always have to take me to like the Party City to get like the Halloween costumes. So when I'm home for Halloween again, I'm going to the Harry Potter store and I'm getting my robe because that'll be my first official Halloween costume outside of higher education once I'm done and I'm no longer at school during Halloween. But I love Halloween. But what about you? Does anyone have any plans for dressing up for Halloween? But that's a good idea. Where did I put my face shoe? That is a good idea. No, that's why they had it out though. Because I went in the Halloween section at Walmart and that's where it was. So I'm like, oh, so this is when they bring out the face shoes. But like, I wear this normal. Like if I'm doing something really cool, you know how some people wear makeup? This is my makeup. Since I don't like wear makeup, I just like to put juice on my face. So I've always subconsciously looked for them, but like I never found them, but they came out during Halloween. So I bought up what they had. Hey William, glad you could be here. You are hilarious, William. You are hilarious. Did your wife, if you are married, did your wife give you permission to be on the live stream, William? Let me know. Let me know. I mean, I'm married to public administration, criminal justice, psychology, and professional writing. They answer to me in a way, honestly, because if I don't want to pursue said marriage with my degrees, I don't have to do it. So it's because of me that they exist, those degrees, William. But welcome to the live stream. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome, as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. Very interesting. But on this live stream, we encourage and we advocate for and we promote feminism, okay? Feminism, equal opportunity for females, things like that. So if you want to be part of a community like that, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you don't want to be part of a community like that, feel free to like and subscribe as long as you're going to communicate respectfully. Hey, Ezekiel, how are you doing? Hey, Vincent, how are you doing today? You're cute as well. Hey, Ivy Y, how are you doing, Ivy? Hey, Kelly, how are you doing today? I'm from the United States. Hey, what's your name? I want to say users or yours. I think that's what I want to say. Hey, it's spelled weird though. Cam said, I will be going to my hometown in Florida. Okay, nice. To visit your boyfriend. Okay. You're going to make pumpkin pizza. Wow. Never had that before. And oh, nice. Pass out candy to the kids. I was thinking of being a black cat. LOL. Just simple since I'm not going to a party. Okay, okay. Understandable. Hey, cats are cool. Yeah, black cats are cool. So yeah, very cool costume. And maybe just throwing it out there, since you said you're going there for Halloween, I mean, in the past you have said you're a Harry Potter fan, so I don't know if you went to Universal Studios around Halloween, but I'm always on social media, and it looks really cool to go to to Universal Studios, like the Harry Potter area during Halloween. So maybe you could do something like that too. But have a great time, Cam. Sounds very, very nice. All right, so we have some people who celebrate Halloween in the chat. Hey, how are you doing? What's your name? How do you say your name? Welcome. Hey, Shahin. Glad you could be here. Wish you were good as well. Wow, you were Corella one year? That is so cool. Okay, and then another year you were a cheerleader. Okay, okay. Corella DeVille, honestly, great idea. When I start dressing up for Halloween again, I'm going to add that on the list of characters to dress up as because I do love Corella DeVille. All right, so the last time I dressed up for Halloween was in high school, like maybe a year before I started freshman year, and I was, like when I chose my Halloween costume, I was the cheerleader from Greece, like Rydell. Like I was the cheerleader. I got like the red skirt and then, um, my mom, she sent me a costume, I think like 2 years ago to wear at school because I was an RA and I had events. And I don't even know what she sent me. It was just really colorful. It was a colorful dress. But no, in the past, yeah, I was a Monster High character in the past. I was the Mad Hatter. I remember that distinctively. I was a witch when I was younger as a Halloween costume. So Halloween is fun. I like Halloween. You have to dress up. Hey, Goofy, how are you doing? Hey, how are you doing? What's your name? Zo Zo Zobed, welcome. Hey H, glad you could be here. I'm doing a manicure today. Welcome from Canada, everyone. Hey Kumar. Hey Era. Why am I wearing glasses? Um, I'm wearing glasses so that way I can see your comments clearly. Guys, be careful. Be careful if you are somebody who is on the computer a lot. It'll damage your eyes because these are predominantly only computer glasses, all right? Computer glasses, things like that. Yeah, prior to me, COVID-19, you can say, prior to me doing my schoolwork on my laptop or just having to read a lot of textbooks on the computer, perfect eyesight. But then as soon as you start spending a lot of time on the laptop, guys, whether you work or it's for school purposes, no matter what, your eyesight's gonna go down. And no, I am not part of the LGBTQ community, but if you're a part of that community, you are more than welcome on the live stream on the Uniquely Mia community. So these are the nail polish colors that I want you guys to vote for. So we have this white, we have black, and then we have like this light pink. So feel free to vote in the poll what color you guys want me to paint my nails. Hey Julian, hey Dark by Christianity Never Gives Women Equal Rights. We'll agree to disagree. I mean, some stories, some of the Bible stories, we can definitely say that, but at the same time, we can't necessarily say that Christianity never gives females equal rights, because there are definitely some Bible stories where that's not true. And at the same time, even though you may believe, Dark Bite, that Christianity never gives women equal rights, that's your belief. Not everyone believes in Christianity, so you can believe that. And another person could believe something entirely different. Christianity isn't necessarily the law of the land, no matter where you go. I mean, some places it's the law of the land, but not everywhere. So, yeah. Hey, Butter. Glad you could be here. Hey, Baxter. That's really interesting that you said that. Now, you see that a lot. People just using religion as a justification for their discrimination. You can't do that. That is not right at all, in my opinion. Baxter said, what is the black, pink, and white tag for? Okay, my nail polish. Can you guys not see it? These are my nail polish. I want you guys to vote for my nail polish color. Hey, gaming. Yeah, 100% we can be friends. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I'm a dual degree grad student studying public administration and criminal justice. And if you want to be part of a community where you are welcome, make sure to like the video. Do consider subscribing and joining the community. I bought a nail file. I don't see it. I hope it didn't fall out of the bag or my cart. I'm going to look for it later. But I did go to the store. I did get a nail file, but it's not here anymore. So let me get to the bottom of these comments, and then we're going to go in with this base coat. What are we saying? Got these colors. Hey, the grasshopper. Hey, Fern. Glad you could be here today. How you doing? Hey, Zoe. How you doing today? Hey, Michael. I'm glad you like my hair. How many rings? Yes, I do have a lot of rings. I feel like I need to make a video probably with my ring tour record. So this ring, my mom got it for me for my birthday one year. This ring, my mom got it for me when I graduated from university. This ring, it's absorbing all the negative energy that anyone's sending to me. This ring, when I graduated from high school. This was my high school class ring my mom bought me. My mom got me this ring when I went to Philadelphia. My mom buys all my rings, guys. Like, sometimes I'll think I buy my rings, and then she comes back later and says, you actually didn't buy it because, like, I actually paid for it. I'm like, okay, really? And then this ring, my mom got it made for me, custom made in South America, Guyana, last summer. Yeah. Glad you like my hair. Hey, UF. I look like her. Okay. Okay, what are we saying? Okay, you don't understand my accent. All right. We're at the bottom of the comments. Hey, what's your name? Delso? Yeah, I want to say Delsa. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing that, but you look nice as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. Really, really appreciate it. So the grasshopper said, what do you think of Snap, bro? Okay. What do you think of the Charlie Kirk situation? Okay, what has been happening on social media? I've been on social media, TikTok. So that name is familiar. Prior to me, I guess, okay, that name is familiar because what? A victim, you can say, of gun violence. So, yeah. Yeah, what do I think about Charlie Kirk? I don't think about him, but I think about what happened to him, since that information is, like, being spread on social media a lot on my For You page. I mean, somebody dying, that is never a positive. Somebody dying is always sad. So hopefully the result of that happening is better informed policies being passed. Hopefully policies are revised and laws are passed, which can put more strict policies, you can say, on acquiring a firearm. But at the same time, I mean, that person didn't stand for a lot of things that I believe in. So, I mean, yeah, somebody dying is never good. But at the same time, he didn't want to put regulations or additional laws on the same thing that ended his life. So yeah, that's what I think about that person. But this is the color. All right, what are we saying? Hey, welcome from Dublin. Hey, Joey. While I was stalking someone, I accidentally, while I was stalking someone, I accidentally hit my hand and called. Who did you call? Wait, don't stalk anybody though. That's not nice. Don't commit to crimes on the live stream, guys. Uniquely Mia. You are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness, but like just know don't confess to a crime, whether you're jokingly confess to a crime or really confessing to a crime, because if it finds out that you actually did do this and government comes to me like, hey, we need to seize this, I'm seizing over the live stream. So yeah. Hey FJ. Okay, what are we saying? Hey. Oh snap. You are right, Drake. Wait, no. You're wrong. Nope. You almost scared me. You were like, was I supposed to live stream an hour ago? No, I live stream 4 p.m. 4 p.m. on Mondays. I live stream 5 p.m. on Friday. So yeah, I know my schedule. I'm good. Hey, it's Bad Bunny, bro, okay? Please donate me $60 so I can make my big comeback. I will collab with you. You're Bad Bunny? Aren't you already like an ultra wealthy singer, Bad Bunny? And if you lost all your wealth, how come you didn't save it or invest it well? I mean, I'm saving my money. You gotta work your way back up, Bad Bunny. Unfortunately, I can't donate, but Bad Bunny, if you start a YouTube channel, I think you already do have a YouTube channel. If you are the real one, the singer, I'll be more than happy to subscribe to you and become a Bad Bunny supporter via subscription, and hopefully by my engagement with your content and other supporters' engagement, you can make an income one day. Hey Dark Horse, how are you doing? Welcome. Glad you could be here. Hey One Love, welcome. Yeah, what do you need help with? Anish. Hey, welcome back, Evan. Hey Angela. Hey Ava. Yes, do consider liking the live stream, guys. Drake said, wait, but it's 4 p.m. for me right now. How's it 4 p.m. for you? No, it's not 4 p.m. for me, Drake. It's 5 p.m. for me. I live stream at 5 p.m. I think it's Eastern Standard Time, I think. New York time. I forgot what Eastern it is, but on Mondays I live stream at 4 p.m. New York time. So, yeah, I'm live streaming at the correct time. But welcome everybody to the live stream. How's your day going? Feel free to let me know. It is Friday, so Fridays we do manicures. I could have sworn I put nail polish remover on my nails. Why is there still like blue there? What are we saying? What do I think about Iran? Isn't it a country in, like, I don't know, the Middle East, I believe? I think. I'm not really a geography person, guys. Evan said, do pink. I have pink nails. Vote in the poll to ensure fairness, guys. With letting you guys choose my colors. I have a poll up, but nice. Love the color pink. And this pink is very new, but what I might do is I'll probably go with the top 2 votes because I like to paint like my hands different colors. So I'll go with the top 2 votes. But how's everyone day going? What did y'all eat? And let me know, do you do your own manicure? I know some of my returning supporters, some of you have said you do your own manicure at home. Others said you go to the nail salon. My mom, Queen Mother, she is a strong advocate of nail salon manicures. She does not like doing her nails at home at all. She does not like it. Anytime she goes to the nail salon, she's like, let me do my nails. But and then she asks me sometimes, do you want to get your nails? I'm like, no. I'll do my own nails. Sometimes when I'm home and she's like that, I'm like, give me the money that you would pay for like to get my manicure done or my pedicure, and I can get like 20 different nail polishes with that. So vote in the poll. Hey, how are you doing, Grammar? Is Drake's dad mustache your sugar daddy? What? Hey Evan, how are you doing? No, that person is not. Um, what are we saying? Evan said, "Oh, the poll works. I clicked it white by accident. You can't change your vote. I thought they let you change your vote in the poll." Welcome, Captain from Australia. What's it like in Australia? I'm doing good today. Hey Travel. Hey Alan. I don't have yellow nail polish. You miss cats? Yes. Hopefully you're doing well out there, cats and Pokemon. Everyone off the live stream who's not on, who's a returning supporter. Hey Go, glad you could be here. Hey Go, glad you could be here. Talk about that college ring. It's nice. Thank you. I mean, the college ring. I didn't know my mom was buying it, to be honest. Yeah, I just received a notification not last year, I didn't graduate last year. I received a notification when I graduated, and it said go pick up a package in the mail, and I went to pick up a package in the mail, and it was a ring. I called my mom. She's like, it's a class ring. Wear it all the time. So yeah, pink is my favorite color. And yeah, it almost never leaves my hands. I always wear it. Well, not always. Some occasions I take it off, but for the most part, this thing is stuck in my finger. If I need to take it off, I know how to get it off. Hey Travel. Oh, you're watching from Kenya. Very nice, very nice. What's it like in Kenya? Hey Cats. Glad you could be here. Kat said, "Hey Mia, OMG, there's so much happiness today, and people are inviting me." Oh, nice! There's so many things. You don't know which one to go to? Go to the one, Kat, that you really want to go to or sounds the most appealing. I mean, if somebody invited you somewhere, personally, in my opinion, if like you know they're gonna have like dessert there, like cake, ice cream, cookies, maybe go to that one because I'm a big dessert person. But just go to the one that sounds to be the most fun. Hey, Anish from Uganda. What's like in Uganda today? Hey, Not. Did you buy that using EBT? Unfortunately, the government's like, I'm not going to qualify for EBT, unfortunately, because shout out to all those people who have the EBT. I mean, you need it because it's governmental assistance, and your grocery stores are, I'm not your grocery stores, but your shopping carts are always filled to the brim. Those people who have those EBT. So, shout out to them. They getting those free groceries. Once again, they really need it. But the government's like, nope, Unique Lamia, you don't qualify for that. So, nah, I bought this today. Kat said, I feel like I have to. And do you even know what EBT is though? EBT only buys groceries and like what baby products and maybe I don't even know if it. I don't think it buys medicine. So do you know what EBT is? Did you just throw that out there? Guys, I just realized that if you're trying to insult somebody, use the correct terminology, please. Use the correct terminology, because that makes no sense. EBT can't buy nail polish. Um, Kat said, I feel like I have to pick one. Oh, friend over another. Well, you know what, Kat? If it's a true friend, they'll understand. They'll understand that you just going with the one that they're going to the place or to the activity that you really want to go to, Cats. But if you're willing to share, what are you deliberating between going to? Maybe we can help you on stream. Hey, Go. Speed. Okay, see, speed. People type in speed. Hey, Juan. How are you doing today? Why you guys type in speed? What does that mean? Hey, how are you doing, Amulet? Glad you could be here. What are you saying? Hey, Joshua. My pleasure, my pleasure. Glad you're enjoying the show all the way from Uganda. Uniquely Mia reporting live all the way from United States. No need to spam. But what does speed mean, guys? What is that? Drake said I can't vote. Oh no, why not? And poll is covering the screen. It won't move. Oh, so I'll probably end the poll soon. Wow, we have 157 votes. I didn't even notice that. It's a lot of votes. So I'll probably end the poll soon. Anish said Speed doesn't watch stream. Huh? Speed touches. What? I'm confused. I know the definition of speed, but I don't understand the context in which y'all using it. Anyway. Is it pink? Yeah, the nail polish is pink. You don't see it right here. Okay. So let's end it. Let's end the stream. So locking your final votes if you were able to vote. We'll end not the stream. We'll end not the live stream. We'll end the poll. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hopefully. Okay, okay. We got pink and black. Let's see. How do you end it? Did it show? Okay. So pink, 39% of you guys said to paint my nails pink, and then 36% of y'all said black. So we're gonna do one hand pink, one hand black, because I want two different content videos. Yeah, and if the way my live streams work for the most part, I have an intended purpose onto why I stream. So today the intended purpose of this stream is to do a manicure with y'all. But if you want to start a conversation, if you want to ask me a question, feel free to ask me a question. If I'm able and comfortable to answer said question, I will be more than happy to do that. And remember, I'm uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. All right, so kind and respectful. Remember, no inappropriate comments are welcome, no racial slurs. Don't type anything that will make people severely uncomfortable in the chat, and you'll be more than welcome to leave some comments and I'll respond to you. Best way to think about it, if somebody's standing right in front of you, if you won't ask them that question verbally while they're in front of you, probably don't type it on the stream. So yeah, let's see what y'all saying. Hey, how are you doing, Yash? Glad you could be here. What's your question, Moose? What's your question? Let me say, you're from Kenya. Cool. Do you like it in Kenya? Hey, Anonymous. Thank you so much for your kind words. You're gorgeous as well. Really appreciate it. Good evening. Azil, glad you could be here. Moose said, okay. Society would most likely say age. 3-letter AGE. So yeah. Yeah, because when you're different ages, you go through puberty. When you're different ages, you yeah. So puberty distinguishes somebody from a little kid, from a teenager to a woman, as you said. So yeah. So let's do pink on one hand, black on the other. Can you spell run? R-U-N? Okay. Bonjour, Full. How are you doing today? Okay. What's it like in France, if that's where you're tuning in from? I would say France, but I know people speak French all over the world. So what country are you tuned in from? I don't want to just assume that you're tuned in from a French country. Look at this pink, guys. Very, very pigmented. Anytime I see pink, I'm like, why is it so pigmented? And by this point in time, I've gone through a lot of different pink nail polish. I think I'm pretty knowledgeable on like the color pink and like the different pigment that said pink color will have. We're in the process of regrowing out my nails. So we're focused on moisture and nail polish on the nails so they could grow. Top coat. Right, what are you saying? Hey Jagger, glad you could be here. What do I think about Matthew 633? Is that a Bible verse? I don't memorize. I didn't memorize Bible verses or quotes. Matthew 63. Let's see if we can find it, actually. I never actually tried to find a verse in the Bible, but I do have a Bible, so let's see. Let's try and answer your question. We like talking about the Bible over here sometimes. Okay, 633. Okay, I can find it. Oh, snap, this thing is big. 1427. Where's 6? Okay, we have 8. It would be so much easier if I could just Google this, but my computer is not in front of me. Wait, what? How does this... Bruh. Guys, I don't think we're going to be able to do this. The numbering is off in this Bible thing. If you type the quote, I'll be able to answer it that way. But I'm trying to use the Bible like a dictionary. It's not coming up like a dictionary. That's a little confusing. Can't find it. This isn't structured like a dictionary. If you want to type it in the chat, I'll be more than happy to answer if you type out the quote. Okay. I'm going to mess up my nails for that. All right, let's see. Jagger is a creep. All right. Hey from Malaysia, Jack. What's it like in Malaysia today? Hey, Lonnie. Glad you could be here. Lonnie said, "Hi, Mia. Haven't been on live for months now. Had a surgery, and I'm glad to be back on here. Hope you are okay." And your mom. Well, Lonnie, welcome back to the channel. Glad you were able, I'm assuming your surgery went well, Lonnie, so glad your surgery went well. Hopefully you're recovering smoothly. I'm doing okay. My mom's doing good as well, Lonnie. Thank you so much for your kind words. How are you doing, Lonnie? I don't I can't answer that question, Goga, because I don't know what that last two those last two words are. I don't know what they're referring to. Hey Avery, how are you doing? Oh, you were involved in an accident. Okay, Lonnie. Hopefully you're okay. Hey Helene, how are you doing today, Helene? Glad you could be here. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and if this is your first time watching my live stream, the algorithm knew that you wanted to be part of a community where you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness, so I recommend you to the channel. Make sure to secure your spot so you never lose the live stream or the channel name. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and I'm a dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice. And on this channel, I show you what my life is like. The ultimate goal is to use the income that I make off of social media to pay off my student loan debt. So your support via your subscription to my channel, by watching my full nutritional YouTube videos, by watching my YouTube shorts, by watching my live stream, you guys will be paying me for free, because subscription is free and watching my videos are free, to hopefully one day allow me to accumulate enough income to pay off my student loan debt. So do consider joining the community today. Right now I'm doing a manicure. I live stream every Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or New York City time. I live stream every Friday, Saturday at 12 p.m. New York City time or Eastern Standard Time, and I live stream every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So save the live stream and schedule, and feel free to ask me a question, guys. How's your day going? What did y'all eat? Do you do your own manicure? Do you go to the store? Love to know. If you want to start a conversation, feel free to ask it to me. If not, if you want to chillax, be a silent viewer today, get acquainted with the stream, you are still more than welcome for that. So this is the first coat. First coat is never the best coat, but we did pink, so now we're going to go and do black on this hand. I've been doing my nails for a long time, okay? All right? I've been doing my nails for more than 10 years, probably. You can say it's a long time for somebody to do their nails. And I'm not even bluffing with my current ages. Like, I'm not old, but like, dang, really? I was alive that long? That's crazy. When you do math, you see it's really scary. But yeah, so I've been doing my nails for more than 10 years. So if it looks like, hey, how are you moving so fast at doing your manicure? Or how are you not getting much nail polish on your skin? Because I've been doing this for a super duper long time. I can do my nails, I feel like, not with my eyes closed, because I would obviously get nail polish everywhere, but I can do it literally in like less than 10 minutes. I remember when I was home over summer break, my mom and I, we were going outside, and my mom was showering, right, and getting dressed, and I looked at my manicure and I was like, this is bad. My nails were chipped. I was like, I cannot go outside with this manicure. I literally took off my nail polish and I did top coat, base coat, 2 coats of colored polish in the span of like 5 minutes, and it was dry before we went outside. So I can do my nails quick if I need to. But what I'll say. Let me go back and see what you guys were saying. Oh no, you broke your ankle, Josie. Are you okay? Hopefully you're doing okay. Hey, my facilities, how are you doing today? Hey, Stay, glad you could be here. Okay, get that. Yeah, I don't know who Felix is. I get that a lot though. Hey, my facilities, glad you could be here. Mia, what are your skills or hobbies? I have a lot of different skills. I mean, I'm proficient slash knowledgeable. I like to say advanced knowledge today in like Microsoft Words, Teams, PowerPoint, Excel, Pages, things like that. I know how to do statistical analysis, whether that is in SPSS, whether that is in, what's the other one, Excel. I know how to do those stuff. Have some knowledge of creating budgets, analyzing budgets a little bit. Researcher, if you need that, a writer, professional writer, accountability, confidentiality. 9 times out of 10, if it's in the world of academia, or it has to do with like data analysis slash research and writing, I'm your person. I can do that. But I'm not going to give you my whole resume here. Maybe one day I could do a video like that. I don't know. Do a resume video if you guys are interested in that. I mean, what's the point of gatekeeping my resume? I'm applying for jobs. I could share my resume with y'all. So Let me know if you guys want a video like that. I can go through my resume, show you guys the full thing. Maybe not tell you the organization which I work at because that's an indicator of my location, but I could tell you the skills that are listed on my resume. My resume is like 3 pages long. Anytime I go to a writing center appointment, they're like condense it because I have a lot of like volunteer experience on it and like extracurricular activities. So literally 3 to 4 pages is how long my resume is. I hate condensing it. In my hobbies, I really like reading. Reading. I like traveling. I like watching Netflix if I find like a good TV show. That's really good to do. Obviously, manicures. I do consider it to be a hobby. Live streaming. I wouldn't say my YouTube channel is a hobby because since you guys have allowed me to become monetized via your support and your subscription, I am making an income off of YouTube. So I consider that to be like a part-time job for me, YouTube. But sometimes it can definitely come into the arena of being a full-time job or longer than a full-time job for sure. Because literally, as a YouTuber, I'm my own editor. I am my own videographer. I can't say I am like my own video concept person who pitches ideas because my mom, she definitely helped me pitch ideas when I'm home. And even when I'm not home, sometimes she definitely gives me some ideas for the videos and like stylists. If I'm by myself, I'm my own stylist, but when I'm home, my mom's my stylist. So, but yeah, YouTube, it's fun. I do enjoy doing it. But yeah, I like bike riding, sometimes dancing. Yeah. So a lot of different things. I have a lot of hobbies, guys. Kat said, thanks for the advice, Mia. I'm watching in the background while getting ready, so I'll be a song routine. Okay, okay. Thank you so much for letting me know, Kat. Just happy that you're on. Hopefully you have a great time this weekend or today, wherever you're going. Hopefully, you're doing okay, Jules, and your ankle's healing up. Guga said, okay. Okay. Okay, so you're a math person. All right, you like math and algebra. Very nice. Hey, Emmy, how are you doing today? Hey, how are you doing, Dee? Glad you could be here. You look of unsound mind. I may look of unsound mind to you because you probably have not reached a level of enlightenment to understand what I'm saying, D. All right? So if I look or if I hear of unsound mind to you, like the video, subscribe, and via your engagement on my content, you will reach a level of enlightenment so you can understand me, D, okay? Okay? But welcome, welcome. Hey, avocados. You knew me from school. Okay, okay, okay. What grade are we talking about now? Because certain grades, some people were definitely mean to me in some grades in my schooling experience, avocados. But like, welcome, welcome to the live stream. How much is my student debt? I don't know. If I had to like give a rough estimate, including my undergrad and graduate, I'll probably say more than like 50,000 probably. If I had to give like my undergraduate and graduate student loan, definitely more than that. Yeah. I'm a strong believer that America has student loans students could take, even though it sucks to take student loans. I'm getting my education because that's what society says you need to do. So yeah, just gonna go through and take the student loans. I think that's about it. Might be more, might be less. That's my mom, to be honest. But if I was to give a rough estimate, what are we saying? Microsoft Word is not a skill. My grandma could do that. Microsoft Word is a skill. You would be surprised how many people really don't know how to use the full capabilities of Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word is just not about writing something on a document, all right? And even if Microsoft Word is just about writing something on a document, guys, even though your grandma may do it, your grandma's probably really privileged. Not a lot of other people know how to do that. I mean, if you're in a Western society, if you're from America, if your grandma's from America, if you're from America, if you're from like Europe, things like that, those are Western societies. If you're from like maybe like China, perhaps those people know how to do it, but like outside, maybe not. So, but that was just like a basic level of my skills that I have. I have a lot. We saying, hey, warning. Okay, that's fake. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Linda. How are you doing today? Talented person. Love your hair. Thank you. Thank you. Glad you like my hairstyle. Thank you so much, Linda, for continuing to share the blessings. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Gia, for your kind words. Hey, Donald, glad you could be here. Hey, Guga, glad you could be here. Hey, Everyday. Hey, Diva, I was on your last live. Oh, nice, nice. Glad you could be back. How are you doing today, Everyday, Luna? No, you were at Starbucks and your resume is just all the drinks you can make. Are you telling me that I was working at Starbucks, or are you asking me? How is that statement phrased? Are you telling or are you asking? I mean, if you worked at Starbucks, nothing wrong with that. I mean, you probably made some really nice drinks. They have like all the mixed drinks, things like that. But like, Anish, are you telling me or are you asking me that? What are we saying? Hey, Ollie, how are you doing today? Okay, look like Fila some stray kids. Get that a lot. Hey, Lisa, glad you could be here. What are we saying? X said, have you heard of the greatest sacrifice in history? Which one? About Jesus? It's about God, okay? Who so loved us humans that he gave his only son to die for our sins. And if we put our faith in Jesus, we can have eternal life. All right, nice. Thank you so much for that. Morning time, Ka best friend. Wow, what country are you tuning in from? It's evening time for me. Am I a student of history? I mean, I don't study history in the world of academia. I mean, I'm public administration, criminal justice, psychology, professional writing. That's a lie. Criminal justice, you study history. Yes, I'm a student of history. Criminal justice, when you're as in various laws, you're going through history, to be honest. Yes, I'm a student of history, but I consider myself, I love history in general, okay? I love history in general. Like, I'll do independent research about history. Ask me about, like, some random, don't ask me a random fact, but 9 times out of 10, if we're looking at the major facts that occurred or the major events that occurred in, like, European history, I'll probably know about it. When we get to ancient Egypt, Greek mythology, things like that, 100% know about it. But yeah, even when my mom and I, when we go on vacation, we're visiting museums. We're visiting places of history and places of architecture because we love history. I think my mom loves history, so I got it from my mom. And I feel like history, I mean, to make a better future or just to know what not to do, you gotta research history. And history is beautiful. Like, if you look at some of the architectures that they had way back when, I'm like, 9 times out of 10, it wasn't a good period for people. It really wasn't. But, like, they knew what they were building. They built some good architecture. Sometimes they had some good fashion, but it was really nice. All right. But what about you, oh Steve? Are you student history? Hey, how are you doing, Lacho? Glad you could be here. Night Watcher said human evolution adapted us to survive on scarcity, not abundance. Then is the very idea of a perfect diet in modern world of constant food. What? Okay, I understood the first part. The last part, I think it got a little jumbled for me. Let me read it over. Human evolution adapted us to survive on scarcity. Okay. Understand that part. Not abundance. Okay, so you're saying in modern society where America or Western culture or like I don't know, like Tokyo or Egypt or England, something like that. You're saying they have an abundance because like people are overeating, over consuming food. Okay, all right. Then is the very idea of a perfect diet in modern society of constant. Oh yeah, so essentially what you're saying, Night Watcher, if I'm interpreting those multiple sentences that you said correctly, you're saying the ideal of what's considered normal or constant in terms of food has changed throughout history. Like in the past, when people were starving and had a hunter-gatherer lifestyle, they had to adapt. Their body evolved to survive on small portions of food. And then now in modern society, where diversification is present, people can get as much food as they want if they have the means to do so. People have adapted to survive on large amounts of food. So yeah, evolution for you. I'm from the United States, Lacho. Where are you from? Hey, Kais, how are you doing today? Hey, how are you doing, Moonta 2.0? It's been a while since you've been on the live stream. How are you doing today? How's your last semester going? It's going pretty well to be honest. Thank you so much for asking. How's your day going? Old Steve said, so being a student of history, you know the Pax American era. and over. I have to do more research. Based on my memory, Pax American, what does it relate to? Like American peace? That's what's coming to mind off the bat, American peace. I mean, I wouldn't say, depends on who you look at or who you ask. I feel like those statements or those questions, if we're saying, I probably gonna get some stuff wrong because Pax American, kind of know what is, but not 100%. American peace is what's coming to my head. So you're essentially trying to say, oh, Steve, that American peace is over. I mean, I feel like that question is very subjective on who you ask. All right. Because even when America was in even in America, when people were living in a period of time where they quote unquote said this is a peaceful society, some people in America, they themselves, because of terrible things that happened to them, didn't think that they were experiencing peace, things like that. So I feel like when we look at peace, very subjective. So I wouldn't say peace is necessarily over with in a certain place or a certain country where you live, even though things may seem like that. But even in peaceful times, I mean, things are never truly peaceful in peaceful times. Things are never truly peaceful. An easy way to think about it, war is always occurring. I feel like if somebody were to do a deep dive into history, war is probably always occurring no matter what era it was in. Now, there are guidelines and there are boundaries. So let's say something terrible was happening and something was proposed that was to set people back a lot. That would just be ultra terrible. But so yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it because I kind of forgot what Pax America was, the era, but just something I remember a little bit. Anisha, dreams come true. Okay, you're gonna go, Google. All right, pleasure having you on. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Full Nutritional YouTube video or live stream. All right, we have a lot of people from Kenya today. What time is it in Kenya? There's a lot of Kenyans on the live stream today at this time. But glad you guys are here. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. Remember to join the community. Hey, Ochi, how are you doing today? I'm Uniquely Mia, reporting live from the United States. Oh, Steve, I'm from Kenya, okay? Apparently, where you actually come from, not Ghana. That's where you were told. How do you know? You did a DNA test on me? Or you're just saying, is that where like all victims of the transatlantic slave trade came from? Kenya, not Ghana? Or are you saying I look Kenyan? Well, Steve. What are we saying? One day I'll do an ancestry test, and when I get the results saying where my blood is from, I'll let you know. Okay, what are y'all saying? Okay. Hey, up next. Moonta 2.0 said, I wish you all the best this semester, Mia. The chat believes in you. Greetings, Uniquely Mom. Thank you so much, Moonta 2.0, for your well wishes and greetings to my mom. We'll definitely send them to her. Really appreciate your kind words and sending you positive energy. I hope you have a great year, Moonta 2.0, and everyone on the live stream. Have a great, awesome year. Hey, Robert. It's been a while since you've been on the stream. Welcome. Glad you could be here. How's your day going? Hey, Jeffrey, you're beautiful as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, Amari. Thank you. Glad you like my hair, Jeffrey. Hey, tall boy. How you doing today? Thank you so much for the love, Ashaka. Can I call you Deep? Welcome from India. Really appreciate the love. Hey, YN. Glad you could be here. Hello. Wait, isn't that like a... Hello, greetings from Mexico. All right. With all due respect, they look pretty even if they say otherwise. I've kind of forgot the conversation what we were referring to. Sorry about that. Not call 911. What's the emergency? All right. Can you say hi, Alice? Hey, Alice. How are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Hey, D Support. Glad you could be here. All right. They said I look like I'm from Tanzania. All right. D Support asks, what's the biggest lie we're taught in school about history? That's a good question. I have to think back in my memory. It's the biggest lie we are taught about school from an American school. Because I'm an American. All my education except for 1 year has been in America. So I can only speak about an American perspective, right? So don't come at me with my answer for people outside of America, all right? But, let me see. Let me see. Where's your question? What's the biggest lie we're taught in schools about history? I don't know. I'm gonna give a really basic, confusing answer because I really don't remember, but I know the history that we are taught is oftentimes either sugar coated or we're not taught the full history of things. I feel like an example is for me personally, not necessarily a lie, but I guess we're not really taught the full history of how things actually played out, we can say. Like when we learn about slavery in America in American schools, obviously the only thing that's focused on is the terrible things, which is great, but at the same time they aren't teaching students about the severe terrible things that's happened, or they're not teaching students about like the powerful African American inventors and a powerful, wealthy African American communities that existed. So minimal attention is often paid to African, Asian, or indigenous history in schools. And another, who did they said? That guy in America, they said somebody in America created like the electricity. I think if you do deeper research, I think I heard it one time that they said it was actually an African American who created electricity, like at least the patent, the first foundational cores of electricity. It was actually like an African American, but they were enslaved. So they accredited it to a white person, but it was actually like I think a African American person who actually created the baseline to it, in my knowledge. But yeah, so hopefully I know I probably didn't answer your question 100% D-Sport, but that's what came to my head really quickly. Robert said, "Amish, she's mine. You too late if you trying. Who's yours? Who's who? I'm confused with the conversation. Where the conversation is going, I'm a little confused. Side conversation. I don't know what some of these. Okay, I'm skipping over the comments because I kind of confused. I think side conversations are happening. So let me see. Hey, Carolyn, how are you doing today? You're most welcome into 2.0 for the positive energy. How are you doing today, Carolyn? Hey, Richard. Wow, you're really pretty for a trans female. Thank you. I'm not not trans female. I was born female, biological female, identify as a female. But thank you that you think I'm pretty. Really appreciate your kind words. Hey, how are you doing, Rachel? Glad to be here. So, hey, Sebastian, how are you doing? Yo, greetings from Denmark. What are we doing here? Welcome from Denmark. Greetings from the United States. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and we're doing a manicure, Sebastian. Going through the comments, answering your questions or statements. If you want to ask me a question, start a conversation, feel free to write in the chat. Robert said, okay. You're doing okay. Okay, nice. Glad you're doing okay. Okay, you've missed me from the live stream. Yes, you've definitely been missed. Glad you could be here today. Definitely consider saving my new live streaming schedule, Robert. I live stream every Friday at 5 p.m. New York time or Eastern Standard Time, I believe it is. Saturday, Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I live stream every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So save the time so that way you guys can tune into the live stream. But my day's going good. I went to Walmart. I just literally, my mom's food is literally gone. So I had to go out and I had to get groceries. I had to get food. So I just went, I did that really quickly today, this morning. Did some schoolwork, did some light reading. Tomorrow I'm going to continue, work on some study guides, things like that. So it was a pretty chill day, to be honest. I just felt tired for the whole day for some reason. I got sleep, but I guess some mornings you just wake up tired and the tiredness does not go away no matter how much you stay up throughout the day. And I don't drink coffee, so I feel like sometimes drinking caffeine would definitely benefit me when I feel tired. But I just never like the taste of coffee. Can't do it. I say the only place I'll ever taste coffee is when I go to Cuba, if it is legal and safe to go there, because that's where they like build, or not build, but that's where they like grow the coffee. At least people said really good coffees from Cuba. So as long as it's safe to go there and I have the funds, when I go there, we'll taste coffee. Alright. I'm always in shock when I use black nail polish. It's so pigmented. Black is definitely a color. I'm kind of scared to get on my skin because even though I'm not necessarily afraid of getting nail polish on my skin because I know it'll just wash off, black is such a pigmented color. Like you really don't, wow. You really don't want it on. Wow, this thing is pigmented. Let's See the stark difference in it? It is pretty though. Black is a pretty color. It matches the ring, which is nice. So, ooh, snap, bro. So let's read some of these comments, and then I'm gonna do second coat for the nail polish. All right, what are we saying? Hey, James. How are you doing today? Glad you could be here, James. Excuse me. 2.0 said the biggest lie was Egypt wasn't African. The lineage were blurred. People think it's outside of Africa. Yeah, I forgot about that. Was a big lie. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say it was a total lie, because the thing about it, if you go to a museum, and you look at Egyptian artwork, they have people painted. They have yellow people in Egyptian artwork. We know what yellow people represents. We have yellow people in Egyptian artwork. They have like the brown, deep brown people. They have like black people painted in Egyptian artwork. But I feel like, yeah, definitely the biggest lie was saying like Egypt had no African people for sure. I think that was definitely a lie that was taught throughout history. Forgot about that too. So that is true. Even sometimes when you look at the statues, you could distinctively see that the statues had dreads. Like, you could definitely see. And it's not saying the white person can't have dreads. You can have dreads, but like, could distinctly see, I'm assuming way back when, it was more often that an African person had the dreads. 2.0 said African American history is number 2 on the list too. Many distortions in that history, but it's been cleared up and more work is being. And that is true. People are definitely trying to clear it up. Like, but the only thing is too, even though that is true, still in elementary school, I'm not sure what the curriculum is like. I would have asked my nephew what he's learning in his school, which would be cool to ask. But regarding history, but like, even though it's clean up, they're still not going to teach kids graphic history, which is great. Don't teach the kids graphic history. But like, I feel like it's good, because the history I learned in my school about, the terrible, disgusting era of slavery, it was valid history. It was good. They told us about like the bad things that happened, but they never spoke about like the powerful African communities. They never spoke about like the rich, wealthy communities that existed during the era of segregation. They never really spoke about the revolts and uprisings that slaves participated in, no matter how graphic or gory it was. I feel like that should be taught in schools, because at least with me, when I was in elementary school in the United States, even high school in the United States, and they taught about his slavery a little bit, it was just saying, okay, from this era to this era in America, people who looked different was enslaved. And then they had the Jim Crow law. And that was basically it. They didn't speak about the powerful communities and things like that. So, it's just terrible. Hey, Evan. Electricity came from Egyptians who were black. So, yep, you're right. They did work out wireless electricity and so did Moses. Very nice, very nice. Okay, cool. Hey, Suma. But how are you doing today, Evan? What'd you do today, Evan? What'd you eat? Welcome, Suman. Glad you could do salmon. welcome. Glad you could be here. Thank you, glad you like my hair. Hey, what's your name? Mambi. Welcome. Glad you could be here. Hey, Nahid. D Support said, who was the most powerful Greek god? Was it really Zeus? Yeah. Greek mythology is pretty straightforward. They really don't try to like do a whole bunch of extra lore to put things in your face. Yeah. Zeus was definitely he was the most powerful. He's the king of the gods, and they tell you that, and it was definitely exemplified there. So, yeah. Yeah, it was Zeus. Hey, Danielle. We got a lot of trolls today, Evan said. Kat said, Mia, I decided to go to your roommate's work event. Nice. Because they wanted, because they really wanted my support, and I'm still going out later. But okay, nice, Kat. So shout out to you. You see, you deliberate, you had some time to think about it, and now you're going to boat events. You're supporting boat friends. So have a great time, Cats. It's going to be awesome. Mr. X said, It's honestly interesting that we only know 5% of the ocean's animals. It's honestly a little scary at the same time. Pretty cool, but who knows what lays beneath it. It could be dangerous. Be careful. No, that is so true, Mr. X. Like, I am big on watching videos of people's different opinions related to, like, the ocean. And literally, anytime I watch a video about that, people are like, the ocean, people are always saying on planet Earth, there's more water than there is land. So it's really interesting how as us as humans, how have like our scientists and our researchers, why haven't they explored the ocean? They already went outside of space, that makes no sense. They already went outside of planet Earth. So why did you skip to go outside of planet Earth to outer space and not explore our land? But I see a lot of people, particularly those who believe in demons and things like that, they're saying like that's where demons are, because I did see somebody. I'm not sure how accurate they were because I just watched the video. I didn't do a like independent research on it. But the person said like way back, I think in the 18, not the 18, the 19 somethings, NASA, who like takes people to space, before they did that, she said that they did like ocean exploration, but like she said they had to quit the study because the researchers said it was so scary and they don't know what they saw they never released it to the public. So I don't know how true that is, but people who believe in religion and conspiracy theories and like saying and trying to make sense as to why researchers never really explore the ocean, they often say that because they say demons, or like the place nobody wants to go, everyone wants to go to heaven, is down in the ocean. That's what people say. But no, the ocean is, it's crazy. Like, the ocean is beautiful, but it really is scary because it's just so deep. Like, it can be like thousands of feet and you don't know. And like, you never know. There could be like an Aquaman universe, like with the half human, not even half human, but just like mer people or like civilizations under the ocean. We won't know. But just the deeper you get, probably darker. And then I'm just saying that, who knows? Maybe there's like the ocean probably has its own light the deeper you get, but it's really scary. But it also is pretty. Yes, cats, definitely do vlog the experience, because the more you go out and you vlog stuff, even if it's like your daily life or like fun things like you're doing today, cats, it's gonna get easier. It's gonna become like secondhand knowledge to like record your days. So definitely try to record some content, cats, because I do remember you said you want to become more consistent with posting content on social media. So, and remember, they don't have to be long clips. They can literally be like 5-second clips. 5-second clips, and then you can do like a voiceover after. Because I feel like that's the really scary part for people when they start recording, or they want to start recording content. They think it has to be like 15 minutes long or things like that. No, it doesn't. They can definitely be small second clips. Okay, guys, let me do this first coat, and then I do know I'm a little behind in the comments. I do apologize for that. I try to read everyone's comment if I can, because I know you guys are real people. You don't have to be here. You don't have to be, like, leaving comments, asking me questions. So even though it'll take me a while, I promise you I will read your comment if it is a question directly asked to me or something that I can speak on. This pink is oh, snap. Ah! Off of my mic. Okay. This pink is really pretty. I will just say it's like a little, I don't know how to describe it. Like the color, I don't want to say the color is thin, but it's very see-through, which I kind of don't like. We're probably gonna have to do a cover-up job with this, but yeah, we'll see. Evan said, Mia, and myself less and less human interaction in the normal world. That's, yes, you do need to go out and interact with people. What are we saying? What are we saying? You need better hobbies, Evan said. Kat said, LOL, I found the few humans I don't hate, Evan. What are we saying? Kat telling me they're extrovert. Keanu annoyance. Hey, Robert. Okay, from Uganda, not Kenya. What are we saying? Okay, Cats and Evan having a conversation. Mr. X said it's honestly very interesting. Okay, read that. Hey James, Mia Ethiopia has really great coffee. Okay, okay, James. So when I go to Ethiopia, I'll be trying some coffee, it sounds like. Okay, cool, cool. Um, Kat said yes, they are extroverts. They're easy and going into like me. Very nice. Evan said Arabic coffee is banging. Okay. No, I've heard that. Yeah, like the aesthetic for Arabia, like the Arab Peninsula or whatever. It's always coffee too there. Um, Arabic coffee is I found okay, can't say that one. Wait, Keurig, I think, is the best coffee maker, okay, and you can get the pods cheap and just do that, Mia. Oh well, the thing about it, Evan, I don't like coffee. So I'm not gonna go to the store and buy like a whole pack of coffee because I don't drink coffee, I don't like it. I'm just saying when I travel to these places, if that's what the place is known for, I'm willing to try at least a sip of coffee. That's what I'm saying. But I wouldn't go to the store and buy a whole pack because I don't really like coffee. Okay, 2.0 said black nails goth air. You know what? I was on social media and I saw some goths and I was thinking in the back of my head, I want to try goth. I want to try the goth aesthetic. I don't know. Maybe one day. Just throwing it out there. One day, perhaps you guys will come on the live stream, and uniquely Mia will be having black lipstick on. I have the black eyeshadow on. I'll do all my nails. I'll do like my nails in black. I'll be wearing a black outfit because like goth aesthetic is kind of cool. Like it's kind of cool. I mean, it's a little scary, but like it's kind of cool. So maybe one day we'll just try it. Perhaps in the future, guys, my live streams it'll be like different aesthetics for the live stream. Like one day you come on the stream, I'll be like really fancy. The next time you come on the live stream, I'll be like all in pink. The next time you come on the live stream, I'll be like all in black. Like try different aesthetics for the stream. That'll be really funny. I feel like it's really cool. So who knows 2.0? Maybe we'll try that one day. Hey Russell, how are you doing today? Okay, Kat. So they met their friends through Facebook. Okay, cool, cool. Evan said that's kind of dangerous to meet people on Facebook. Yeah, definitely be safe though. Be safe for sure. Goodbye, Russell. Pleasure having you on. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section. My for YouTube Shorts. Hey Lorraine, how are you doing today? You just got here. Glad you could be here. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. Make sure to like the video. Do consider subscribing and let me know how's your day going. Robert said, Mia, the time always does not favor me to always attend this live stream. Even right now, it's 14 minutes away. Wow, Robert. Okay. Well, shout out to you for being here, Robert. I do understand that for sure. Like, definitely, since I am at school, my streaming schedule is a little different than when I'm at home. So even if you were unable to tune into the live stream all the time when I'm at school, totally understand that, Robert. Do engage with the content. You can always rewatch the recordings and leave a comment. I generally respond to comments if a comment is necessary. If a response is necessary, I'll respond to your comment when you guys leave one. So you can always rewatch them and you can always engage with like my full nutritional YouTube videos or YouTube Shorts. So that way you're not missing anything. Okay, Evan said, Mia, please block Amish. He's annoying other people. Okay, let me go back and see what they said. Okay, so first warning, Amish, you said you're people are saying or complaining on you that you're annoying them. I'm just gonna give you a warning, one warning now. Please do not make other people uncomfortable, you can say. If that's what you're doing, please refrain from doing that because if I get another notice that you're making people uncomfortable, I will have to put you in a small timeout just so that we can be considerate of everyone on the live stream, things like that. Hey Christian, how are you doing today? D Support said, were the Greek gods? Why were the Greek gods so flawed, jealous, and emotional? I mean, they're flawed because they just didn't do good things. I mean, they were flawed by marrying their siblings and their uncles and their aunts and their cousins. I mean, that's disgusting. So they were flawed in that right. What made them so jealous? I wouldn't say they were jealous. I mean, the only god that was probably jealous was probably Hera and Hephaestus. When we look at Greek mythology, Hera was Zeus's sister and Zeus's wife. So Hera was really jealous because she was jealous of not necessarily Zeus, but of Zeus's mistresses because Zeus was having like thousands of affairs when he was married to Hera. And it's very funny because Hera is also the goddess of marriage. So like, you don't work on your own marriage, Hera. She was lacking in her power there. That was kind of weird. Or you could get out of the situation, Hera. But Hera stayed in a not comfortable situation, not a positive situation, guys. So Hera is not a Greek goddess to look up to at all. And then when we look at Hephaestus, Hephaestus was Aphrodite's husband. Hephaestus was mostly, I wouldn't say Hephaestus was jealous of Aphrodite. Hephaestus was jealous of Ares because Hephaestus was known as the ugliest god in Greek mythology because, like, he had a limp, things like that, and gods, goddesses, they're supposed to be beautiful, things like that. So, once again, Aphrodite often cheated on Hephaestus with Zeus, who was her brother or her uncle. No, it was her uncle, which is weird. So, I mean, Hephaestus was more so jealous of Zeus. Not Zeus, I mean, more so jealous of Ares. So, yeah. Hey, how are you doing, Sam? Yes, it's been forever. Glad you could be here. How's your day going? Hey, how are you doing? It's Val. Hi, could I ask you what you think about furries or Thernians? Because everyone is like, they're cringe. I think I saw them before, and they're very unique creatures to look at. I will say that. Okay, what do y'all say? What city am I in? I'm in the United States. I'm just not sharing the city for safety reasons. Hey, MH, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. How are you doing today? Hey, Snow. Hello, ma'am. I'm not an intelligent person. Could you give me some advice? Advice in relation to what? If you want to be an intelligent person, take strives and make yourself intelligent. Read a book. I mean, do some math problems, things like that. And how do you want to be intelligent? There's different forms of intelligence. You can be intelligent via book smartness. You can be intelligent via street smartness. So there's fashion wise, there's different ways you can be intelligent for sure. Hey Clinton, how are you doing today? Hey Steele, glad you could be here. Am I Michelle Obama? No, I'm not. Hey, how are you doing? What are you saying? Hi, take me like a son. I will cook and clean house. Will do everything. Thanks for the offer. No, thank you. No thanks. That is very, very sad. I feel sad for you, sending you well wishes and positive energies. It's very sad that you lost a dear family member of yours. Continue to heal each day. Thank you so much for sharing that information with us. It's very, very sad. Thank you, Christopher. You're beautiful as well. Robert said, hello, my lovely Mia. It's already 1 a.m. here. It's late. I'm wishing you a great night. Great night as well to you, Robert. Pleasure having you on. Hopefully see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Flowing Instructional YouTube video or YouTube Shorts. Hey, Max. Much love and respect from Germany, miss. Hopefully you had a wonderful day. Sending the love and respect back to you, Max, from the United States. What's it like in Germany? Have a wonderful day as well. D Support said, why was Athena so different from the other gods, wise but also rootless? How was Athena different? I mean, Athena was the female equivalent to Zeus. I mean, so, I mean, she wasn't much different, but she was different in her own right because of her power. She was known as the most knowledgeable god. So, yeah. That's mostly it. She was a female equivalent to Zeus during an era which females weren't seen to have a lot of power, we can say, in Greek mythology. So let's do this coat. I think black nail polish stains, so this may stain my nails. Hey Jesus, am I Christian? I believe in a higher power than myself. Yeah, I necessarily don't label it because when you say you're one thing, they have a whole bunch of, they have like numerous thousands of practices that I'm probably not aware of, but I believe in a higher power than myself. If you believe in a higher power than yourself, you are more than welcome on the channel. If you don't believe in a higher power than yourself, you are still more than welcome on the channel, as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way and don't bash other people for their beliefs. Hey, the info tube, how are you doing today? Okay, I look like Felix from Stray Kids. Get that a lot. I have no idea who that is. Hey, Max. Max said, if I'm allowed to ask, miss, how is it to live in the United States? Because there's some crazy stuff happening right now. Well, thank you so much for phrasing that. That's a very nice way that you phrased the question. And yes, you are allowed to ask. You guys are allowed to ask me whatever you want to ask me. It's it's ultimately up to me if I want to answer that question. And yes, I would love to answer that question, Max. I mean, how is it living in the United States? I mean, I've only ever really lived in the United States permanently. I mean, I've lived other places for a while, but I was younger. So for me, it's pretty good. I mean, is it perfect? No place is perfect in my opinion. Maybe if you're ultra wealthy. I'm not ultra wealthy, but I do like living in the United States. Shout out to America. Shout out to being an American. Love being an American because you know what? There are other people in other countries who are females who are from minority groups and they don't have the same rights as me. Because I am an American citizen, I'm able to further my education. Because I'm an American citizen, I'm able to live stream to y'all without having to fear for anything, without having to because I am an American, I'm able to decide what I want to do without having to ask a man or anyone else what to do. Because there are still some countries in modern society where females don't have as much rights as me because they are females, because they are minorities. So yeah, love being an American. Shout out to being an American, but there are things that can be changed. There are improvements that can be made in society, 100%. Hey, how are you doing, Cap? Glad you could be here. Are you going to do the same toenails? No, I do not do my toenails. You know what's so funny? I have to remove the nail polish from my toenails because when I was home over the summer, literally, not even lying, literally, I got a pedicure done. My mom forced me to, she didn't force me, but like she really wanted me to get it. So I had to get it. My mom took me to, and she took me to get a pedicure. I think it was back in June. Why is the nail polish still on my toenails from June? It did not come off. I thought it would come off by itself. I don't know what they put in that nail polish, but it is still on. So I'm not doing a pedicure because I'm not really a pedicure person. When I do nail polish, I like seeing my nail polish. I want to see my nail polish. That's the whole point of my opinion. But I just have to take off the nail polish that's on my toes. I was literally thinking that today. I was looking at my nail polish and I'm like, if that brand was to like collaborate with Uniquely Mia for that nail polish, that would be a great way to market their product because I've literally had that nail polish on for like 3-4 months now and it's still on. Very, very crazy. Okay, this nail polish on my skin is not going to come off, but this is what it's looking like. I think I'm going to do a design. I might do white polka dots because there are some imperfections I want to cover up. So I think that's what we're going to do. But let me read your comments, guys. Ooh, nice. You're in Scotland. Very cool, very cool. Shout out to being a black. Alright. Hey, how are you doing, Beaster? Glad you could be here. Chat is very disrespectful. I'm kind of seeing that now. Remember, all opinion, people, and ideas are welcome on the channel. However, racial slurs, extreme disrespect, discrimination of any form is not welcome on the live stream and strictly prohibited. If you want to ignore that belief and still go ahead with that, first circumstance, timeout. After that, you're going to be blocked. In addition to that, if I really need to find out who you are, if I just want to do it, if I want to snitch on you like that guy did on TikTok when somebody wrote a racial slur in his chat, people can really do that. Remember, guys, if you're not going to say something to somebody in their face, when you come on social media, that social media is not a protection for you. It's not a protection where you can say whatever you want to say and you're not going to be reprimanded. That's not what it is. Because if somebody really needs to find out who you are, there are ways in which they can do that, okay? So let's remember that as we type these comments. And remember, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I share what my life is like. I have travel videos, fashion videos, eat with me, technology videos, and a lot more. So do consider joining the community. Let me know, how's your day going? What did y'all eat today? These are what the nails are looking like. We're gonna let it dry a little bit, and then we're gonna put some designs on it. I'm probably gonna do basic polka dots or military print. I haven't done that in a while. I call it military print, but it's just random patterns. What are we saying? Hey, Hannah. Thank you. Glad you like my hair. You wish you had hair like me. You can have hair like me. Go to the store and see if you can find some red, green, and yellow hair and just braid it in or sew it in, however you want to do it. Hey, Adrian. How are you doing today? Hey, Vernon. Vernon said, I'm used to seeing the colorful polish, but we have it. So one hand is like sunshines and rainbows, and then the other one is like, where's the gothic music or rock and roll music playing? This is what I need. We got the serious music here. Am I gay? No, I'm not part of the LGBTQ community, Isabel. But if you are part of that community, you are more than welcome on the channel. But how are you doing today, Isabel, Vernon, everyone on the stream? Let me know. Max said, as nice as you are, I can imagine you got a mean right hook, miss. Like punching people. I've never punched anyone to injure them in my life. Yeah, I've never punched anyone to injure them in my life. Hannah said people are ignorant. Yep, that can happen sometimes, but it's okay. It's okay. It's probably a learning curve. You never know. Hey, Protector, what's my channel about? So glad you asked. My channel is about showing you what my life is like as a graduate student in America. All right, so I'm just showing you my life experiences. So I'm a dual degree grad student studying public administration and criminal justice. I'm on campus right now, so I have those type of videos on my channel. I have travel videos. I have eat with me's, fashion videos, unboxing videos, technology videos, education videos. If you can think about it, I have dancing videos. If you can think about it, 9 times out of 10, I have that content. I consider this to be my video diaries on social media. So when I say video diaries, that means I'm posting things that I want to post, things that I like, and you guys as the public have access to it. So now, if you guys were to ask me to make a video for y'all, and I'm able to make that video for you guys, I'll definitely make that video for you guys. I do take video requests, but 9 times out of 10, it's my video diaries that I made public for y'all. So definitely go take a deep dive, watch some of my videos, and let me know what you think. And when you watch my videos, be encouraged, be motivated to try this new food, to travel to this place, to learn more about this topic, okay? Because that's how we learn and get new ideas and make changes and advancements in society. And then when we come onto my live streams, my live stream is just to engage with you guys. So you may ask me a question, and I love when you guys ask me questions because it allows me to think about what I've learned in my classes and answer questions sometimes based on the knowledge that I've learned in my classes. Sometimes we'll pivot and we'll speak about equal opportunities for females, for minorities, for males, for people of all backgrounds. We'll speak about important topics, and once again, on this live stream, on my live streams, it's where we can chat with each other, create a fun community. Sometimes we engage in serious conversation. Also, we can learn from each other, and where you can feel welcome, where you are welcome for your uniqueness and positivity. Because I'm a strong believer, guys, for change to occur and for people to for change to occur in society and for people to ensure that people don't feel bad, or that person, if people don't feel negative, you could say, you got to hear people different opinions and you got to engage with that for sure. Okay, what are we saying? Hey Hannah, you got straight brown hair. Very nice, very nice. Hey Protector. Rico said, okay. Okay. Okay, Vernon said, you're way too sweet and positive to be gothic. Okay. Protector said, do you try to look at both sides of any topic? I mean, it depends. It really depends on what topic there is. So, Protector, we're speaking about both sides of murder, of a severe crime, of sexual assault. No, I don't look at both sides of that topic because for the perpetrator, you had no justification in doing that. I don't care what it was. I mean, if it was self-defense for like that one, maybe you had justification. But if somebody do something for pleasure, i.e. sexual assault, the perpetrator, you had no justification for sexual assault. So you gonna get the punishment you deserve. So for that, I don't look at both sides. If we're talking about, if I'm having a debate with somebody, saying if I were to, okay, 9 times out of 10 when I have debates with you guys on the chat with my supporters, it's because if people are like female rights or rights for minorities. I can understand. I don't understand your point of view, but I can. Okay, easy one, feminism, right? Equal opportunity for females. For that, yes, Protector, I look at both sides of the story. I can see how some people may believe what they believe, why females should not obtain rights, but at the same time, I know why I believe what I believe, and I support that information with knowledge and facts. When we're looking at ideals of discrimination, things like that, no, I'm not going to look at both sides of that because you're telling me you don't like somebody. Why? Because they look different than you? No. So it really depends, Protector, on what topic we're looking at. And I sometimes I'll look at both sides, sometimes I won't. If you want to like post an example and you want me to both sides or not, you can 100% do that and I'll respond to you. Hey Dennis, not doing moderators on this live stream today. Hey Derek, glad you could be here. Protector said, what made you start a YouTube channel? How long has it been? I've been on YouTube I've been on YouTube for more than 5 years, but I've been predominantly consistently posting content on YouTube for 5 years. All right. So yeah, I started a YouTube channel when I was a freshman in college. My first video is still up, so if you guys want to go watch that video, go watch that video. It's not my best video, but it's still up. Memories, we could say. Yeah, so I started because like when I entered freshman in college, when I entered university, it was COVID-19, so I just thought people were going viral for being like a COVID-19 college student. That didn't work out for me. So don't start something because of virality, because sometimes it's not going to work out. And then after that, when I wasn't growing on YouTube, I decided let me just continuously post videos, because my mom and I, we would go on adventures, whether that's adventures like in our hometown or whether that's adventures in like on vacations, and my phone would always run out of storage to like take pictures. So I decided let me start recording my videos, and then when I recorded my travels, I can always watch them back like a movie. And then shout out to all of my supporters who subscribed to me when I hit 1,000 subscribers, because when I finally became monetized on YouTube, I was like, you know what? Let me start, since I'm now making an income, no matter how small it is. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate that. I decided, let me continue making content. One, because I really do enjoy it and because I think of it as my video diaries, but two, to also one day pay off my student loan debt. So yeah, Protector. That's like the basic reasons as to why I started a YouTube channel. If you want a more detailed answer, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and click the question and answers playlist. And if you watch the Q&A video that I did answering your questions, there's 3 parts. If you watch those 3 parts, Protector, you'll get a more in-depth answer as to why I started a YouTube channel and how long I've been doing it. So say bye-bye to the microphone. We're going to see the difference in my voice, how it sounds. We do love the mic, but my phone is always dying. My phone battery sucks really sometimes. So let's take out the mic. Bye. All right, so we are back. Let's just leave this right here a bit later. Ooh, thank you so much. You're beautiful as well. Really appreciate it. Would you like to live collaborate on YouTube? Thank you so much for asking me, Tim. Not at this moment of time. No. Shout out to you, Derek, sending you hearts. Thank you so much for purchasing a gift. Really do appreciate it. You were helping me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. Derek, with your donation and purchase of Super Chat, you purchased another one. Thank you. Not Super Chat, gift. You purchased another one. Thank you so much. Sending you hearts, Derek. Really appreciate you. Vernon said, I'm going to watch your first video, BRB. Okay, Vernon, let me know what you think about it. Thank you so much for your kind words, Chris. Really appreciate it. Hey, Dusty. Thank you so much for your kind words. You're stunning as well. Rico said, it's weird. You need to pay for education in Britain who don't need to pay for it. Also, British residents don't need to pay for it. Rico, that's cool. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't need to pay for education. I mean, when high school, if I decided not to pursue my higher education, I didn't need to pay for it. But yeah, when you decide to pursue your higher education degrees in America, you definitely do need to pay for that for sure. There are things you can do to like lower the cost of it, but 9 times out of 10, you do have to pay for it. So, and it depends what school you go to. Really depends. If you go to state school, no matter what your income category, you have to pay for it. But if you go to like an Ivy school, if you make it below a certain income, I've heard you don't have to pay tuition for it. They're just really hard to get into. Wow. Talk a lot and then drink water. Like it's like refreshing. It's like I was like, what? I didn't even know I was thirsty, and then you drink water, and then it's like I don't know how to describe it, but it's like imagine you're walking in a desert. And, like, you see the first stream of water and you drink water. That's how you can understand how, like, in those movies, people are always, like, drinking all the water so fast. But water's just nasty. That thing have no taste. Obviously, water's not gonna have taste. But, you know, sometimes water tastes, like, good like it has taste. That water doesn't taste good like it has taste. Hey, Protect. You said looking at the stuff, okay, that you have already put up here about looking at on both sides. Can you try to look at facts on stuff that you normally would not look at both sides of? I mean, 9 times, it may seem like you guys are wondering why me. Is it a hard answer for you? Because I don't agree, okay, I don't disagree with a lot of different things that you guys have asked about. There could be a lot of things in the world I disagree with, but I just don't know about them. But like, based on the things that I disagree with 9 times out of 10, it really relates to discrimination. Whether that's discrimination against race or gender, that's what I disagree with, honestly. There are no facts that justifies discrimination. If there are facts that justifies discrimination, in my opinion, it's false. It's something that a random person who strongly believed in discrimination created to try and justify discrimination. So, no, protector. Because based on what I believe in and things that I disagree with, it really only relates to discrimination. So there are no facts that justifies discrimination. You could be, yeah, there's no facts that justifies discrimination. What are we saying? Hey, Down Syndrome Jesus, how are you doing today? I don't know who that is. Who is that? Productor said, what books are you reading right now on something that can make people better? Books that I'm reading right now. I'm only reading academic books right now. I mean, I'm reading fantasy books, but nobody want to read that. It's books for fun. But, let's see. I mean, you might want to read the books that I read for fun, but I don't know. Ask me, I could probably make a video about that for y'all. But anyway, serious books that I read for schoolwork includes books of academia. I don't know the title right off the bat, but I know the authors. So I have Guy and Swoma. We got, when did they publish their book? I think 2015, 2013, that book came out. That's about like public administration, human resource management. I think that's a good book to read. Books about human resource management based on what I'm reading now, because it really teaches you about how it teaches you the importance or the internal workings behind the scenes of your manager's job. I think in another live stream I had a discussion with my supporters, and 9 times out of 10 all my supporters who were on that stream were like, they hate their managers, and I was like, I can understand you, but don't hate your managers. This is why you shouldn't hate your managers. So yeah, any book about human resource, I'm so sorry, I don't remember the titles of my textbooks that I read because it's a textbook, but I know the authors and the year it came out. So I think it's Guy and Swoma, Sowa. I think it came out in 2015, 2013. It's a textbook that I'm reading. So you want YouTube Shorts and tell you guys the title. Are doing black nails. I went according to the poll. I went to Walmart today, Drake, and I'm like, I'm always getting pink, but let me get something black. But don't worry, we're gonna put some designs on it because it's not perfect. If you look critically up close, well, the black would be kind of good, but if you look up close at the pink, this camera's doing me justice. This camera's making my nails look perfect. But personally, for me, it's not perfect. So I'm gonna hide the imperfections a little bit with designs. We're probably gonna do the military print I said. So let me get to the bottom of these comments, and then I'm gonna do the design. Hey, JR, how are you doing today? It's been a while since you've been here. Hey, Moore, glad you could be here. Hey, Ruslan, glad you could be here. Thank you so much for the love, Elmar. Sending it back to you if you are uniquely Mia supporter. Really appreciate you for being here. Drake said, you know what's nasty, Mia? It rhymes with Apple Beach tea. Oh my gosh. Really, Drake, you're not getting over my obsession with Snapple Peach Tea. We'll agree to disagree. Okay, we'll agree to disagree, Drake, all right? I understand how you may not like Snapple Peach Tea. You're different taste buds. It's like I don't like Snapple Apple. Different taste buds, all right? But personally, for me, Drake, Snapple Peach Tea is the best drink ever. And if anyone's on the live stream, outside of Drake, because Drake, we know you don't like Snapple Peach, but if somebody's watching the live stream, all 15 of y'all, shout out to you guys. If you go to New York, or if you're in any state that has Snapple Peach Tea, drink some Snapple Peach Tea. Let me know what you think about it. It is so good. Like when I'm in New York, I drink an obsessive amount of Snapple Peach Tea. My diet does not water. What's that? My water is Snapple Peach Tea. Okay, my coffee, my juice, my hot chocolate, it is Snapple Peach Tea. Like anytime I go to the supermarket, I'm buying that. Snapple just take all my money when I see a Snapple Peach Tea. Hey Precious, how are you doing today? I'm not perfectly English speaker. Please give me some tips. Okay, sure. If you are not a perfect English speaker, Precious, you are in the right place. I've never tried to learn another language, but I heard listening to a native speaker speak it can make it much easier to understand. So yeah, subscribe to the channel and watch my live streams. Watch my YouTube shorts, watch my full nutritional YouTube videos, Precious, and by listening to me speak and engaging with my content, hopefully that helps you with your English a lot better. Protector said, believe it or not, you can learn stuff from any kind of book, even fantasy books. No, I agree with that for sure. Like, those books aren't for everyone. Like, I know some people who only like reading nonfiction books, so yeah. 9 times out of 10, I've learned a lot of lessons from reading fantasy books, for sure. So it's always, I mostly read it because of the heroines, all right? The main character, she's always going to battle somebody. Like, she finds out she is like a lost descendant of like this kingdom, she's heir to the throne, or she finds out she has a bloodline of magic, so she has to go to like this academy, or she has to go like on this quest to learn about her powers, and then she's gonna go reclaim her kingdom, and she learns about like people betraying her and a whole bunch of stuff. And it's a really good book. Really good books. But it's so hard to find a good one, though. It is so very hard. Like, it's like you'll find it. Personally, here, it's like I'll find like 3 good fantasy books, and I'll read them in the span of like 4 days, and then I'm like, where's another good book? It's so hard to find them, though. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Uniquely Mia community, Ruslan. I do hope that you enjoy the content that you see. Take a deep dive into my channel. Let me know what you think. Hey, Nolan. Drake said, brisk raspberry tea is good. Really? Okay, I've never had that before, but I don't like raspberries. If I see it, Drake, I might buy it and try it if I remember the name. Brisk raspberry tea. I've never had that before. That's how you feel about Gatorade. That's your water. Okay. Hey, Mud, how are you doing? Are you pre or post-op trans? Huh? What? Pre or post-op? That's surgery, right? I'm a female, guys. I am biologically female, born, identify as a female. What are you saying? Hey, Protector said, can a main character be a hero and a bully at the same time, or even, yes, 100%. Guys, have you ever watched a movie, particularly like a fantasy movie, or like, but have you ever watched a movie and you're like, I want the villain to win? Have you ever done that? Because like sometimes I'll be watching a good fantasy movie, or I'll be watching like a movie or like an action movie, and I'm like, this so-called villain, you had a valid crash out. I'm like, you need to win. And then the people in the storyline will flip it and make the villain lose. It's like The Invitation. Like, if you see that movie, The Invitation's about like vampires. And like, while I was watching a movie, I'm like, let the villain win. At least let Dracula win. And that could be because of my obsession with vampires. I don't know. But like, I was watching a movie and I was like, let Dracula win. And then the writers flipped the story in The Invitation. If you haven't seen the movie, watch the movie. They flipped the story. And the villain obviously didn't win. And it was so abrupt. And it made no sense. It really made no sense. Because 9 times out of 10, when I'm rooting for the villain in a movie, it's because they either had a valid crash out. If you guys don't know what a crash out is, they had a valid reason to like act the way they did, or the quote unquote villain behavior wasn't even that serious. It wasn't even that serious. Because let me tell you the storyline of the Invitation. So to answer your question before I tell you the storyline of the Invitation, to answer your question, Protector, yes. So that's why I like books sometimes, because some of the books that I read, they're quote unquote the villain, but they're winning. And the villain doesn't do crazy things, but it's like, in a movie, that person would never win. Because remember, guys, even the villain has somebody rooting for them. And even the quote-unquote good guys do bad things sometimes. So you just have to think about it. Like, look at Prince Charming. Prince Charming in Disney, he's like the ultimate superhero character. Prince Charming, like, if you watch Once Upon a Time, he was stabbing down everybody with his sword in like, Once Upon a Time. Snow White, Prince Charming, like, what? So it's really how you look at it. But let me tell you the quick storyline of The Invitation. The Invitation, this is why I was so with the movie. The ending just really sucked. So, Invitation storyline, it's about a female. She was adopted at birth, right? And she discovers that her family is like ultra wealthy. She discovers her like birth family is ultra wealthy, but her mom gave her up like an adoption. Her mom had a valid reason. So the main story was like in her family, the females, they had to marry Dracula. What I didn't like was that Dracula, he had 3 wives because like the Dracula, it was modern day, it was set in modern day, but like it followed the old storyline of Dracula where Dracula had 3 wives, right? So the main character's mom gave her up for adoption because she didn't want her to like become a bride of Dracula, but then her mom didn't survive. So then her extended family members, they had to listen to Dracula, otherwise they would lose all their wealth. So the main character's extended family members found her and took her back to like England to the castle, right? And mind you, when she met the guy who played Dracula, she didn't know he was a vampire. So she actually liked the person. And the person like wanted to marry her. And mind you, Dracula was rich. He had the castle, he had everything. She had no reason to crash out. You know why she crashed out? Because she found out that he was Dracula. She crashed out because like after she likes the person, because he didn't force her to like him or anything. Well, he maybe did. I don't know. The story, you gotta watch the movie. But like based on the movie, it's just like she liked the person. The person liked her who played Dracula. The person was ultra wealthy. You could just marry the person. But no. She found out he's a vampire and she starts acting crazy. And she stakes him in the heart. And then towards the end of the movie, she becomes a vampire hunter. What? That made no sense whatsoever. And I knew I was not the only person who felt that way. So after I watched reviews that people did, and practically everyone was upset. So I feel like those were valid situations where like it made no sense for the villain to lose. It really didn't. But anyway, D-Support said, did the Greeks truly believe the gods control their fate? I don't know. Based on like the movies and like some of like the retellings or like the historical scholars that I've seen, people from Greek, they definitely did believe it. But like at the same time, I don't know. I would love to like, if I had a time machine, I would love to like go back and speak to those people, or I would love to speak to like, I don't know, a Greek historian who actually studies Greek mythology, or a Greek person who like knows a lot about that, because I'm like, I would like to ask them, did you really believe that the Greeks controlled your fate? And 2, what was happening in your culture to make your deities marry your uncles and your uncles and like their nieces? I mean, we know what's happening. Those people were probably marrying their uncles and their nieces, but like, what was happening? Because it's just so, that is what sets Greek mythology apart. Yes, the lore that they're immortal beings. Yes, the lore that like there's a deity for war, there's a deity for like romance, there's a deity for like marriage. Yes, that sets them apart, but like it's also like what the graphic behavior that they were engaging in. That's what really sets the Greeks apart and what makes them so talked about, I feel like, for people. So it's really interesting. So, but no, in Greek there was the 3 fates, D-Support. So like, I forgot their name. I think one of their names was Calliope, I believe. I could be wrong. I don't know what that name sounds. I don't know why that name came to my head. But I think that was one of the name of the fates. And the way it was in Greek mythology, so there was Zeus. Oh, wait, snap. So to answer your earlier question, I forgot about 3 fates D-Support. You asked me, is Zeus really the most powerful Greek god? If we're looking at, no, he's not. We're looking at the deities. But then again, Zeus would still be the most powerful god, but the 3 fates, the 3 deities, they're even more powerful than Zeus because they control people's fates, like their looms. So what they would do, there's 3 of them, they're sisters, they're blind, they can't see, but they can't hear either, but they know what's happening because of their powers. And the way it occurred with like the fates in Greek mythology, according to the lore of it, they were spinning like loom. And each loom represented a lifeline. So it's like in Greek mythology, this would represent uniquely me a lifeline, this would represent my mom's lifeline, this would represent another supporter of mine lifeline, and like they just like planned out the pathway. They would just continuously loom, do it. Let's put this down. This is nobody's lifeline. Let's not give the power of that paper. This is a random person. Oh snap. This is somebody who's no longer in existence, right? This piece of paper represents somebody who's no longer in existence, right? To end their faith, they would rip it. And once it's ripped the loom, that person is no longer with us in like Greek mythology. So the Greeks the Greeks didn't necessarily believe that the gods ruled their fate. They believed that the fates, the three fates, ruled their fate or controlled their life, if that makes sense. Vernon said, I only iced tea or regular sweet tea. Have I ever had that? Like, when I think of iced tea, I think of lemonade, but I know that's incorrect, Vernon. So I've never had lemon iced tea or sweet tea, regular sweet tea. I'm going to try it. I'm in the United States. Drake said, stop calling her trans. They are just trying to be funny. Oh, okay. Thanks for the clarification, Drake. That's not funny, guys. Excuse me. What makes a villain truly unforgettable? Okay, I'm going to say the name because I'm a strong believer. If you are at least from a Western society, or at least if you have access to a movie theater, you know who I'm talking about, and you guys root for him. John Wick. D support. What makes a movie villain truly unforgettable? John Wick. John Wick was the most severe villain ever. That was like the only movie where they actually made the villain win because they portrayed the villain as a hero and everybody rooted for him. I remember when the first John Wick movie came out, I was like in elementary school. I wasn't even that tall. I saw that movie, and like after we left the theater, everyone in my family was talking about the action movie. We were like, when's the second one coming out? When's the second one come out? Because it was action packed. So John Wick, he's a psychopath. John Wick is a serial killer psychopath. He's crazy, that guy. I mean, it's an actor, but like the actor, not the actor is not crazy, but the character John Wick, he's a serial killer. He's crazy, but he's a villain. And almost everybody who has seen the movie John Wick, they root for him. Hey, welcome from the UK world. Like, hey, what's your name? Are you a coffee fan or a tea fan? I'll say tea since I like peach tea. Vernon said, I wanted Scarface to win. He was a villain, but still a hero. That name sounds familiar. I feel like I've seen that movie before, but I don't really remember the context of it, Vernon. But that name sounds familiar for some reason. Yeah, I'm in my room, Frank. You can hypnotize him. So you see, we all have those epiphanies or moments, as Vernon can attest to. There are some characters we just want them to win, even though they're kind of like the villain. Hey, Alex. Hey, Rambo. How many hours do my hair like this? It depends. Depending on the style. For this style in particular, my mom's a really quick braider, but my mom's an Adidas, but my mom's a really quick braider. I mean, I don't know, 7 hours, 8 hours. If she's doing a more intricate hairstyle, it can take sometimes 2 days, depending on what time she starts, or a little longer. Yeah, don't do that, Frank. Don't do that, Frank. You, nah. Okay, no need to spam. Oh my gosh, you spam it? Okay. It's the glory of God to conceal a matter and the honor of kings and queens to seek out the answer, Frank. That essentially means I'm not telling you my age. If you want to know my age, like the video, subscribe, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my full-length traditional YouTube video from my Washington, D.C. birthday adventure. I promise you, if you pay attention, my age will be disclosed to you. So let me do some designs really quickly. I'm not going to do it on all nails, but let me at least get some on. Kind of doing like military print. I'm going for it really quickly, but welcome everybody to the live stream. Uniquely Mia here. I show you what my life is like. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. I have $60 saved, Drake, so far. So $60 for the savings challenge. And for everyone who doesn't know what I'm doing, I'm saving $10 a day until the end of December. And no matter whatever I have left over or whatever I save, I can spend it however I want. So if you guys want to hop onto the saving challenge, feel free to do that. You can save $1 a day, $5 a day, $10 a day, $30 a day, 25 cents a day if you want. Do I play video games? I'm on Roblox sometimes. When I say that, I haven't been on Roblox, to be honest. Last time I was on Roblox was probably like 2 months ago, but I have the app. Blue, how you doing today? Oh, I don't play Sims. Good evening, good evening. Drake said sweet tea is fire, lemon tea is good too. Okay, I'll try it one day. Hey, what's your name? Cinnamon World. Thank you. Glad you like my glasses. Ciao, Antonio. D supports that Harley Quinn is truly a villain or a victim of circumstance. Love Harleen Quinzel. She is so awesome. Okay, Harley Quinn is by far my favorite favorite. She's DC, right? I don't know. I could be wrong. She's my favorite character. Love Harley Quinzel. She's cool. Okay. Is she truly a villain or victim of circumstance? Victim of circumstance for sure, for sure. Because Harley Quinzel, she is a therapist, okay? She has her degree. Shout out to Harley Quinn. But the problem with her, she was working at Arkham Asylum. You don't want to work at Arkham Asylum. And she had the Joker, and Joker's not good, all right? He's not good in the head, the Joker. So he kind of manipulated Harley Quinn, and then he gave her like electroshock therapy, which is not effective at all, and that scrambled her brain, so that made her crazy herself. So yeah, she's definitely a victim of circumstance, Harley Quinn. But and you can see that because like at the end she changes. She like she's no longer perfect, but like she tries to help people rather than just hurt people for sport, Harley Quinn, towards the end. Protector said, I like John Wick. Okay, somewhat of a villain. Have you seen Lean On Me? No, I have not seen Lean On Me. What's that movie about? Do you know Stray Kids? No, I don't. Hey, Cinnamon World, how are you doing today? Hey, DJ. Thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, Shanika, how are you doing today, Shanika? Glad you could be here. You're beautiful as well. For everyone on the live stream, I'm uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. We're doing manicures right now, so I'm getting to the design phase of my nail. Oh, snap, that didn't come out good. I'm just trying to cover up some of the imperfections that I don't like. But let me know, how's your day going? What did y'all eat? What are your plans for this weekend? Ooh, yes, Catwoman is awesome, Vernon. You guys are reminding me of these characters. When I was younger, I'm gonna rewatch Catwoman. I'll be rewatching that movie soon. I forgot about the movie. I haven't seen it in a long time. But no, when I saw Catwoman for the first time, my mom showed me Catwoman for the first time when I was younger. It was so awesome. Catwoman has such like a mark on me. Anytime I see a Ferris wheel, I'm like, please don't let a Catwoman moment happen, because Catwoman's not going to be there to save anybody, all right? But no, she is so cool. Her outfit, like, mind you, I would never wear Catwoman's outfit just because it's too much skin for me, but like her outfit, it's a slay. It's top tier. I love Catwoman's outfit, okay? Like her scenes, like when she robs the bank, she takes the necklace and she actually keeps it. And then like when she does like the cat moves, and like it's so cool. Catwoman is a great movie. If you guys have never seen Catwoman, watch it. But no, her outfit, top tier. What are we saying? D-Support said, why does Harley Quinn stay loyal to the Joker, and what finally breaks her? I think Harley Quinn mostly stays loyal to the Joker because she actually thought that she loved him, or actually thought that she liked him, because remember, he manipulated her. And mind you, if you've seen Suicide Squad, the first one, they show like a small clip. I feel like that's the best Joker ever in Suicide Squad, but they never made the official Joker movie with that Joker from Suicide Squad. You could tell a little bit that the Joker actually did like her, but he didn't like her to the extent that Harley Quinn liked him. So I think Harley Quinn mostly stayed with the Joker, or stayed loyal to the Joker, because she actually liked him, and she was most likely a little scared of him because she knew how crazy he was too. But I think what finally broke her was what? I think in the movie, in like Harley Quinn's movie, doesn't she say that the Joker, he takes credit for all the ideas that she has that's like praised in the criminal community in Harley Quinn? I think that's what happened. So like Harley Quinn was like the brains behind the Joker's best operations, you can say, but he was never given her credit. Once again, a man taking credit for a female's work. That's what was happening. So that's why I guess that's what could finally break her, I think. Protector said, I will subscribe. I'm curious about different. Okay, Protector. Welcome to the Uniquely Mia community. Take a deep dive into the content. Do hope you enjoy what you see. Pleasure having you on. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream, or the comment section of my full instructional YouTube video, YouTube Shorts, or next live stream. Have a great day. Drake said, I like the Joker. You like Hannibal Lecter? Okay, when you say you like Hannibal Lecter, do you like him like as saying this is a scary villain? Are you saying you like Hannibal Lecter, you think he should have won? I like Hannibal Lecter, this is a scary villain. He is so scary, all right? Hannibal Lecter, when I saw that movie for the first time, that movie showed me when I become an FBI agent, I'll be at the desk job. I don't want to be a special agent in the field anymore, probably. I mean, I'll probably do it, but like, it's probably going to be really scary to be a special agent in the field. after I watched Hannibal Lecter, because it literally showed you. Criminal Minds was the romanticized version of that. Let me take the desk job. I'll be good. And Saw. I've never seen Saw. Okay, villains like Hannibal and Saw only punish bad people. How was Clarice bad? Hannibal Lecter was obsessed with Clarice. Clarice wasn't bad. Even Hannibal Lecter himself, I don't think he thought Clarice was bad, Drake. He was just obsessed with her. And that obsession wasn't good. So yeah, I disagree with that statement, Drake. I don't think Hannibal Lecter, punished bad people. Yeah. He didn't punish bad people. He just went after random people and people he was obsessed with, Drake. And if we saw the same Hannibal Lecter movie, that is. Do I like Black Panther? Love Black Panther. Really good movie. Hey Buck, how are you doing today? Glad you could catch another stream. All right, thank you so much for letting me know that you're gay. You are still more than welcome on the live stream for your positivity and uniqueness. As long as we communicate to each other in a kind of respectful way. Exactly. Hannibal Lecter was a stalker. Like a serial killer. He wasn't good. That guy wasn't good. Diesel Ford said, has pop culture romanticized Harley Quinn and the Joker's abusive relationship? I don't... Okay. I think what pop culture has done is romanticize the characters Harley Quinn and the Joker together. I don't know about their abusive relationship, even though I'm saying together, just because I can only speak on what I'm seeing. Like, Halloween season is coming up. So once again, costumes for couples, it's 9 times out of 10 people are going to dress up as Harley Quinn and the Joker. So that's what I see. So I feel like that idea, the costume of them, is romanticized. In terms of their relationship, I don't see a lot of videos where people cosplay their internal workings of their relationship. D-supports, I really don't know. I feel like people romanticize the costumes of them, though. That makes sense. Drake said, okay, she wasn't bad, but he just wanted her. That's the one bad thing. Okay. Hey Prabhu, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Hey Shanika. Shanika said that was my favorite movie, Hannibal Lecter. Okay, nice. Okay. Hey No Name Nita. Thank you. Glad you like my nails. Hey Ada. What are you saying? Hey, your local person. Glad you could be here. For everyone on the live stream, just doing some designs on my nails right now. Feel free to ask me a question. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Really appreciate your continued support. It really means a lot. If you are a new viewer here or returning support, you haven't let me know. Let me know. How's your day going? What did you guys eat? Do you have any weekend plans? Love to know. Okay. Alright, so... I'm trying to do quick designs just to cover up. Normally it's a little better. This design that I'm doing is very technical, so it takes a while, and I don't want to be looking at my nails too much while I'm streaming, so that's why we're kind of speed through it. It's not too bad. It's not the best, but it covers it up. I like to call this cow print a little bit, but yeah, that's what it looks like. The thumb. And then we're going to do a top coat. The top coat really brings everything together. Thank you, Brooke. You're so pretty as well. Thank you so much for your kind words, Brooke. How's your day going today, Brooke? What are we saying? D-support asks, what makes Hannibal Lecter so terrifying? His actions or his mind? Both. Both makes him terrifying, guys. Do you know who Hannibal Lecter is? Like, I'm sure. Okay, I mean, it's probably going to take too long for everybody to tell me if they know who Hannibal Lecter is, but do you guys know who Hannibal Lecter is? That's a rhetorical question. Hannibal Lecter, I need to blow my nose. Sorry, 1 second. I'm talking too much. All right, do apologize when I talk too much. My nose, my nostrils gets thing. But let me tell you, you're saying that question. D support asks, what makes Hannibal terrified? His action or his mind? It's both. Hannibal Lecter, guys, he stalks people. And it's to say he's like gonna stalk somebody, police is after him, he's gonna stop. No, the guy's gonna stalk you. He's gonna know police is after them. He's gonna leave them clues and continue to stalk you. Hannibal Lecter is going to grab you. Hannibal Lecter mutilated this one guy's face. He literally, he just did some terrible things to the guy's face in the movie. Hannibal Lecter, he literally cuts off body parts and eats them. Okay, it's a terrible movie. It's a terrible movie. He's a terrible character, Hannibal Lecter. Okay, his actions and his mind. All right, is both bad. Is both bad. And then he's on the plane towards the end of the movie, and he feeds the little boy somebody's brain. Like, what? Ew. Yeah, you can teach me some Hebrew for sure. So Hypnotic Nails, thank you. Hey, Luca. D Support said, can someone be a monster and a gentleman at the same time? Nah. I mean, well, yes. Why do I say yes? Because 9 times out of 10 when I watch true crime TV shows sometimes a lot, sometimes when I can't find anything else to watch. And when you watch true crime shows, when you look at characters like Ted Bundy, those serial killers, 9 times out of 10 they were psychopaths, and psychopaths, literally all the psychologists and / therapists that analyzes them, and all the people who like survive their encounters with them, one thing that they always say common, no matter what psycho killer, serial killer you were looking at, they're like, you would have never known. I would have never thought that they were this terrible person if they didn't change on me. Because they said their personalities, like, I don't know if like they mimic personalities. They said they have like a warm personality. Like, if you don't know the crime these people committed, if you're talking to them for the first time, according to the therapist, it's like you're speaking to the nicest person in the entire world. It's like you're speaking to like the kindest gentleman person you can say. But like when they get you alone, when they get you alone and they want to do something to you, their personality, Jeffrey Dahmer, all that is gonna switch on you. So yeah, a monster can definitely be a gentleman because they're pretending to do that to get you alone. D Support said, and to his defense, he didn't kill Clarice. Wait, you defended Hannibal Lecter, Drake? Okay. But to his defense, he didn't kill Clarice. He wanted to protect her, not consume her. Yeah, we'll agree to disagree with that one, Drake. Yeah, I think, personally for me, I think Hannibal Lecter was a villain, and there was no justification for his actions. So thank you so much for sharing your person, Drake, who you think was a villain, but you wanted to win, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Hey AR, have you heard about the Bay Harbor? No, I have not heard about that. No, the movie was good, but the character, yeah. AR, I've been getting Dexter recommendations a lot from my supporters. A lot of you guys have told me to watch Dexter. I don't know why I haven't watched it. I think I probably did. It's either I haven't tried to watch it yet, or it's either I've watched the first episode and I didn't like it. But I'll try again and let you guys know. But because I've been getting, you guys have always been recommending that movie / TV show for me to watch. Let's put the top coat. Top coat really pulls everything together. Tomorrow we're going to the gym, so I'm a live stream around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to go to the gym. That's what the nails look like. Let's do black. Let's read some of your comments. Hey, how are you doing, Miracle? Glad you could be here. Hello, host. Hi, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. I'm doing pretty good today. How are you doing today, Miracle? Glad you could be here. Love your username, by the way. Miracle's a really pretty name. Drake said, okay, so what about Saw? I haven't seen the full movie of Saw, Drake. I think I've watched maybe the first 15 minutes of Saw. I couldn't continue it because it was just too gory for me. I couldn't do that. So I've never seen the full movie of Saul to actually talk about him, or that character. Hey, M7, how are you doing today? Can I call you Kai or Cal? Welcome, Cal. Welcome, welcome. Glad you could be here. Drake said, I don't like Norman Bates too. I don't know why. That name sounds familiar. Is that a show or is that a real life person? That name sounds familiar. If I've seen the show or the movie, I don't remember the context of it, but the name is familiar enough where like I feel like I've heard people talking about it or something like that. Hey, Moon and Ash, glad you could be here. Glad you could be here. I'm uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, everyone. Shout out to all the returning supporters on the live stream. There have definitely been a few of y'all recognizing some usernames. Shout out to the, Bates Motel Serial Killer. Okay. I don't think I've seen that show or movie, but I've heard of people talking about it. Haven't seen that one. Thing about me and scary movies, though, I had to watch scary movies that my mom like that bought. She's like, these are classics you should watch. So like, I've seen Misery. That woman was just very scary. I've seen Misery. Obviously, I've seen Hannibal Lecter. And then when I branch out to watch horror movies by myself, I watch franchises. So like Scream, the Scream franchise. I Know What You Did Last Summer, Texas Chainsaw, Chucky, things like that. Those are like the more type horror movies that I've seen. Thing about my horror movies, it can't be too gory. I don't want horror movies that's too gory. You can't do that. Yeah. That's basically my cuff line for horror movies. Just can't be gory, and I'll watch you. Because I feel like when horror movies are gory, it's like the writers did not do a good job. They really couldn't. They just wanted to scare you. Or possession movies. Do like possession movies. More realistic, more scary. So, these are what the nails are looking like. What do y'all think? I'll do like a YouTube Shorts video close-up for y'all so you guys can see what it looks like. But you get the behind the scenes of the nails. Am I from Africa? My ancestors are for sure. I'm from the United States. Welcome, Flames. How are you doing today? You've been a dirty bird, Paul. Okay, yeah, Misery. Now, when I first saw that movie, my mom showed me that movie. I was so very scared of that movie when I first saw it because it's like there's somebody in the real world who would actually do that to somebody, which is insane. It's so crazy. But that's realistic. You get stuck in a snowstorm and you think somebody's going to help you. But no, they ain't helping you. So, no, that movie is very, very scary. Like, I'm your #1 fan. No, you're not. That's scary. Okay. What are we saying? I am married to public administration, criminal justice, psychology, and professional writing. You from the BK or what? What's BK? I don't know what that is. Greetings, Noble. How are you doing today? Thank you for sending love my way, sending it back to you. Really appreciate your support. Hey, thank you so much, Moon and Ash. You're pretty as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. Yeah, she did. With a hammer, too, Drake. That was scary. What are we saying? Okay, welcome from West Africa. What's it like in West Africa today? Alrighty, guys. So, does anyone have any other comments, questions, or concerns for me? No, I'm not from the Bronx. Really, these are what the nails look like. So if we want to turn this into a short chat live stream, feel free to ask me a question. Be more than happy to answer it. But these are the nails. Very cool. We have like the pink, and then we did I tried to do military print. It came out okay. Cow print, clouds, however you want to see it, that's what it looks like. Looks like a pink camel. Okay, no, nice. That is cool. Yeah, like that's what I kind of was going for, like the military print Drake. So nice. I'm glad my design came across for you. Okay, nice. Pink camel. I do like it. I do like that comparison. Hey, No, how are you doing? How was my week? My week's been good. It's been busy. I mean, I did schoolwork mostly for the week. I went to class. So it was a good week. I'm gonna work on like some study guides this weekend. So yeah, pretty chill. How was your week? D Support said, is Hannibal more of a horror icon or a psychological thriller? Huh. Horror icon or something. I feel like he's more so of a psychological thriller. Like, if we want to, we could categorize him as both, but if we only had to choose between one, I would definitely put him in psychological thriller. Only because I don't really see a lot of videos about Hannibal Lecter. He's an icon. I feel like if you're a horror icon, we know anytime like little kids are dressing up as Scream. I think last Halloween G was Scream, like the slasher from Scream. I think that's what G was for Halloween last Christmas. Not Christmas, Halloween, I think. Why? I don't know. That was kind of disturbing. Slasher. But that's so yeah. I feel like when we look at the slashers like Scream, they're more so horror icons. But Hannibal Lecter, I don't think he's a horror icon. Like, he's scary, but like he gets in your head, and like he's more real life a little bit. I don't know, but he's built to me a little bit. What's my favorite animal? I like horses. I went to summer camp one year, and they had horses there, so they were pretty cool. Drake said Hannibal is a psychiatrist. Exactly. So like he figured out the techniques to manipulate people and do all that. So yep. Hannibal Lecter is definitely, like, if we're trying to analyze Hannibal Lecter based on a bad character, not necessarily a bad character, he was bad at his role, but like a bad scary character where he was good at his role, where he scared people, he's a good character in that context, because he was the true definition of a real life villain, honestly, Hannibal Lecter. But yeah, very very scary movie. So if you guys want a horror movie psychological thriller recommendation from Unique Lamia today, you're not too scared. If you don't want to, I mean, if you're gonna be scared, don't watch it. But like Hannibal Lecter is a good recommendation for y'all. It is scary, but it at least I feel like when you watch horror movies, it has a different light to it, because sometimes when we watch horror movies, even though like it can happen in real life, it's kind of like it's not going to happen in real life. Hannibal Lecter, something saying, oh, that thing can really happen in real life if you're not careful. You like horses? Very nice, very nice. Hey, Mobile. D Support said, can a person be brilliant, cultured, and still be completely monstrous? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Guys, monstrous is behavior, I feel like. When we give humans monstrous... Oh, snap, bro. Okay, got away. No, it didn't. It died. When we give, it was a bug, okay? It's always annoying me when I'm on stream. I feel like when we, give when we try to say humans are monstrous, it's based on their behavior, with them doing terrible, horrible stuff, guys, alright? So... yes, I do think somebody can also be brilliant and cultured, because brilliant relates to, I feel like, I don't know, your intelligence, your brain, and monstrous people can go through the education system, or monstrous people can obtain life experiences that makes them brilliant. Cultured, what my definition of cultured is being able to travel to different places and immerse yourself in different cultures. It's being able to be in your home country, your hometown, and hear people of different backgrounds and not judge them, and just immerse yourself and learn from people who live differently than you. That's what cultured is, in my opinion. So yeah, somebody can definitely be monstrous and still be brilliant and still be cultured, because it's not saying you're just monstrous and you're not cultured or brilliant. They can all coexist, I think. Drake said Freddy Krueger, Jason, Chucky, Pennywise, 3, Michael Myers, all horror icons. Yup, exactly. Hey, Moon and Ash, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Unique Lumia community. I do hope you enjoy the content that you see, Moon and Ash. Definitely take a deep dive into my content. I live stream every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I live stream every Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I live stream every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For the live stream and schedule, go to my YouTube homepage, click post, and then you'll see like a big diagram screenshot, and I created the days and the times on which I live stream. So yeah, do have a live streaming schedule for y'all. Live stream about 4 days a week. Yeah, Pennywise is more so of a new character. And he's not a new character because he was a book, but like the movie It is a new character. Pennywise is definitely scary. I feel like at least in my nephew and them, I remember when it came out, it was so funny. When he was younger, guys, like he could talk, but when he was much younger than he is now, I remember we put on like It to watch it just to see how he would react. He just heard the music and he hid under the table. So no, for little kids, Pennywise is definitely very scary for them to watch because he just heard the music and he was hiding under the table. He refused to come out, so we couldn't watch it. But Pennywise is gonna gain its status. I feel like. Where am I from? I'm from the United States. Say, hey Karma, how you doing today? Blessing. Drake said, I'm ready for you to go home for winter break. Same, so am I, Drake. So am I. So am I. And when I go home for winter break, that'll be bye-bye to the school. So, I'm ready for winter break for sure. What are we saying? Hey, thank you, God. You like my smile. Hey Moon and Ash, you can try to be there, but I'm from the UK. You can try to be where, Moon and Ash? Oh, from the live stream? Okay, yeah, sure. And if you ever do miss a live stream, they're pre-recorded, or they're recorded, not pre-recorded, they're recorded for you, so you can always rewatch it and see what you missed. What do you choose between power and money? I'll choose money. Depending on who you're talking to, money can give you power. And I'd rather have the income than power, to be honest. If I have enough income, sometimes, yeah, you can get with the power for sure. What's my name? I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I am a dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice, and all opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. Shout out to Eden, glad you could be here. How are you doing today? Do I believe there are lizard people? I've never actually thought about lizard people, but who knows? Maybe. Who knows? Maybe on a different planet for sure. Thank you. Glad you like my hair. Do you believe there are lizard people, Nash? Drake said, is this stream schedule is going to be different when you go home? Not immediately. So like when I go home for like Thanksgiving break, Drake, what I can confidently tell y'all until the end of the year, December 31st, 2025, this streaming schedule is going to be consistent. For 2025, I might make a new streaming schedule for y'all. I may not. If I do that, I'll update y'all, but you can have comfort in knowing that for the rest of 2025, this will be the streaming schedule for 2025. As I said, if there's a specific day or time in which I cannot stream for y'all, you will know that beforehand because I'll post that information in like a communities post for y'all. But for the rest of 2025, Drake, this is the streaming schedule. Hey Moon, how are you doing today? Wow, it's midnight where you're at. Wow. Hey Caldwell, glad you could be here. What's my favorite crime series? Love Criminal Minds. Not necessarily to say that I love Criminal Minds because of the crimes that they show. I just really like Criminal Minds because the characters are really great. That was the first like crime show that I actually watched. Like I remember every 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. my family and we would sit down and we would watch Criminal Minds before I went to sleep. So that was like my first introduction to the world of like criminal justice and FBI and things like that. And Criminal Minds definitely teaches you some valuable lessons. Like there was this one episode where like people would lick the envelope and like they would get poisoned from that. I do not lick that envelope anymore. My mom does not do that. She doesn't do that anymore because you never know. And sometimes my mom's like sometimes my mom and I will be doing something or she's like, let's do this thing. And I look at her and I'm like, have you not seen Criminal Minds? And she'll look at me and be like, you can't take that serious. It's a show. And I look at her and I'm like, where do you think they got the idea from? Shows, they always teach you at least one thing, no matter how fictional it may be. So for sure, Criminal Minds is definitely one of my favorite crime series. And then the characters, what's her name? Garcia, Dr. Spencer Reed, all right? I feel like Dr. Spencer Reed is definitely a little bit of a motivator as to why Uniquely Mia is trying to accomplish all the degrees that she has, because on like not the main motivator, also like what I want to achieve my mom myself, but like in the back of my brain a little bit, Dr. Spencer Reed is probably why I want to achieve some of my goals and accomplish all my educational requirements, because he was the youngest special agent on the task force. And there was this one episode I remember distinctively, like because he was the youngest person. He was like he not oh, he was the youngest person on the team, right? And like for special agents in the FBI, they have to travel out to like different, at least in the show, they traveled out to different like law enforcement communities to help them with the case. And there was this one sheriff of this town. He didn't know that Spencer Reed had like all the degrees that he was, and he didn't know who he was. So he was treating him as an assistant, and he was calling him by his first name. And then his comeback was like, actually, it's Dr. Reed. And he just walked away because that was so good, man. I'm like, okay, bet they underestimated. They didn't think you were qualified to be in that room. So no, for sure. Yeah, but like the characters are top tier. Love the characters. Okay. Is there a specific topic you're trying to talk about? Just going through the comments, responding to y'all. Do you like to be my friend? Sure, for sure. Like the video, subscribe. We could definitely be friends on the live stream. Hey M7. Hey, In Your Cell, how are you doing? No Sage said, I like when Criminal Minds had Mandy. Is Mandy a late character? To be honest, Criminal Minds has too many seasons. So, and I started watching it young, so I never actually started. I have to rewatch it from season 1. So, who's Mandy? I forgot who Mandy is. If she's a character who came in late, I don't know who she is. I know the original character with Garcia, with Derek Morgan, Spencer Reed. I know JJ. I know the other one who spoke Russian, Emily. I know her. Yeah, and I know the other guy, Hotch. I know Hotch. She's like the lead on the team. So yeah, I don't remember Amanda, a character name. She probably came in later. Hey, lovely sister, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm good. How are you doing today? Hey, XD. I don't like boba tea. Well, to be honest, I never had boba tea to say I don't like it. You have to taste it to see. Thank you so much for your kind words, Moon and Ash. Glad I could be your favorite YouTuber on the channel today. Shout out to you, Miller. Glad you could be here. No Sage said, Mandy Patkins, okay, is a man. He played. Oh, okay. I haven't. Yeah. The thing about Criminal Minds, they just have so many episodes. I don't really remember each episode. So yeah, I just remember the gifs. It's either really horrific episodes that I remember, or really it's really horrific episodes that like had the most crazy unsubs. That's what I remember. Or like just my favorite characters mostly. There's just too many shows, too many like criminal things to show for me to remember that. Hey Josh, how you doing? Drake said boba tea is 10 times better than Snapple Peach. All right. What am I doing right now? I'm talking to you guys on the stream, Miller. Hey Javier, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. You need 5 million subscribers. Thank you so much for your kind words, Moon and Ash. Really appreciate your kind words. One day for sure we'll have the 5 million. Why are you typing 67H? Why do you keep typing that? Hey Francis, how are you doing today? So guys, do we have any other comments, questions, or concerns? Shout out to all of my supporters who was on the live stream. I really enjoyed talking to you guys. As always, it was very enjoyable, very insightful. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me, because you guys decided to be on this live stream. And hey Matilda, how are you doing today? And you're never getting this time back that you were on the stream with me, so it really does mean a lot. Thank you so much for your support. And remember, guys, I'm saving $10 a day until the end of 2025. I already know Happy King, Queen Mother, they said that they're hopping on to Save-In Trends. I think Cam said she was going to do the Save-In Trend as well. So if you guys want to hop onto the Save-In Trends where you are saving money every single day until the end of the year, feel free to do it. If you can do $1, if you can do $5, make sure to do it. I'm dropping a video every other day updating you guys on how much money I've saved, and me showing you guys money in the bag. So let me read these final comments that I have, and then we'll end the stream for the day. In Your Soul said, I remember one episode where the kidnapper fed the volunteers chili soup. And the missing kids, oh no, that they were supposed to try. Oh, no, not like that's what I'm saying. Criminal Minds is like, I don't know where they got those ideas from, but it's just so. Yes, Jason Gideon. Yes, thank you so much. No shade. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I do love Jason Gideon. That's another good character. I love the original cast of Criminal Minds, to be honest. But yes, In Your Soul, Criminal Minds. It was really it was a good show, but like the crimes that they showed sometimes, it was so bad. It was really bad. I'm doing good. I'm Trinity. How are you doing today? Hey, Moon and Ash. Okay, stop spamming. All right, people are saying I'm doing good. Okay, yeah, I don't need to spam. Hey, Country Kid. How are you doing today, Country Kid? Okay, guys. No Shade said it might be good to assign someone as mod, please. Can get out of hand. People can get out of hand and get you in trouble, actually, if you aren't able to keep a mod. How can they get me in trouble, though, without a moderator? I mean, I would feel like they would get themselves in trouble if they type something bad, but how would they get me in trouble? Am I from Nigeria? No, Francis. To my knowledge, I'm not from Nigeria. I'm from the United States. I'm doing good, Moon and Ash. How you doing? How you doing, Country Kid? Shout out to you, Trinity. Glad you could be here. When you taking a trip to Linden again? Okay, so you saw my guy in a video to Linden. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I don't know. Really don't know. Linden was cool. I went there. It was cool, but like based on what I saw, it's not much to do, but it was pretty cool. In the future, for sure, I'll be open to going back there again. But there's other places of Ghana. Ghana is so huge, guys. We'll go to see other places before. But it was cool. No Sage said, like, if people are being crazy, it can get your channel in trouble. Weird rules. Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know that. Did not know that. We're not doing mods. We're gonna end the stream soon, Country Kid. But I've taken a break from doing moderators just because anytime I give somebody moderator status on the live stream, it doesn't always work out in the most positive light. No Sage said like YouTube expects you to not let people be offensive, basically. Oh, okay. I'm kind of good in like banning people or putting people in timeout if they're offended, if they're offensive, if I see it. But thank you so much for being on the lookout. No shade, Sage. Really appreciate you for doing that. Okay, so you enjoyed the Linden video. Okay, you said it was funny. It was a nice video. Nice. Glad you enjoyed it. When the man said I in the video, okay. I will speak Russian. You don't stop, okay. How's my fitness journey? What fitness journey? I started a fitness journey. As a good moderator, come on, love. I mean, honestly, I don't remember how people acted via moderator status, but personally, just for me, I saved moderator status for like more live streams that have like more than 50 people, 40 people, 30 people. But my fitness journey with exercising, I'm still going consistent with it for sure. I'm going to the gym tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you're on the YouTube vicinity if you want to see me live stream at that time. I can't really control my accent, Francis, but I can try to speak a little slower. No Sage said, I totally get that too about mods not working out. You seem like a nice streamer. Subscribe. Thank you so much for your subscription. No Shade. Welcome to the community. I do hope you enjoy what you see. Thank you so much for your kind words, Moon and Ash. Glad you think I'm cool. I think you're cool as well, Moon and Ash. You should be famous. All right. I mean, the definition of famous is known by many. So I feel like I'm known by many. If we look at TikTok, I have 4,000 supporters on TikTok, and I have 5,000 supporters on YouTube. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9,000 people know who Unique Lamia is. That's a lot of people, guys, at least for me. So that's definitely known by many. I mean, I'm not famous in terms of monetary status yet. With your continued support and with God, we will get there. And with hard work, we'll get there one day. But if we're looking at the definition of famous, I feel like I'm known by many for sure. What are we saying? No name needed said, meant like you're climbing and stuff. Oh, like the climbing the rock wall. Well, I think I'm gonna go back to the rock climbing wall just because I want to climb the big one with the harness. So if you watch that YouTube shorts, it may look like, yes, I was scared to go up higher. I could have gone higher, but the thing about it, I wasn't attached to a harness, and I'm not doing anything to injure myself if I don't have to. And I was that rock climbing wall, I was engaging in behavior to injure myself to do it just because I wasn't attached to a harness. But we'll go back before the end of the semester and see. And then said, hello, Mia, can you visit my country? Eteria. One day, for sure, for sure. It's safe to do so. 5 trillion subscribers, that's a lot of people. But how are you doing today, country kid? How are you doing, country kid? It's been a while since you've been here. What do you mean last day on Earth? Don't care, country kid. I mean, guys, just remember you guys are important. You matter. Let's not throw around, yeah, you matter. You are important. If you feel like you are not being heard in your family, if you feel like you do not matter, call the number 988 immediately and you can speak to a confidential mental health official, guys. So yeah, don't let anyone in your life, or don't let comparisons make you feel like you don't matter, because you are important. You deserve to be on planet Earth, and it's okay if you're struggling with mental health. It's okay if you are having negative thoughts about yourself. The more of the story is not to do anything to hurt yourself or other people. And if you're having those thoughts, then call the number 988 immediately and you can speak to a confidential individual. And what confidential essentially means is that information is not going to be shared with your family member or people. It's probably only going to be shared if the therapist or the person you're speaking to deems it necessary. So speak to somebody. You are important. You matter. Remember that, guys. Hey, John, I'm doing good, John. How are you doing? Should you subscribe if you want to? Yeah, this is a positive place where you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. I definitely think you should subscribe. You're not feeling okay? Why aren't you feeling okay? Thank you so much, Calm. You're pretty as well. So, guys, thank you so much for being on this live stream today. It was definitely a long one, so I did enjoy speaking to you guys. Hey, how are you doing, Adoof? Yeah, make sure to like the video. Do consider subscribing. Final reminder, you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. I'm uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when I go to the gym. If you want more of Uniquely Mia after this live stream, guys, go watch some of my full nutritional YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, or prior live streams. Let me see. No Name said, what advice would you give for building an audience and getting followers? Go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my YouTube tips playlist video. Trust me, if you watch those videos, I provide a lot of advice about that. So see you soon, guys. See you in your soul. See you, Blessing. See you, Kat. See you, Evan. See you, Cam. See you, No Name Needed. See you, Drake. See you, Moon and Ash. See you, Miller, Country Kid, Adolf, Calm, H, John, who else was on? I'm not going to shout out everybody. I always try, though. No Sage, Moon and Ash, Fern, who was on, Linda, who was on earlier, In Your Soul, who was on, Vernon, who was on, D Support, who was on, Matilda, who was on, Xavier, Josh, everybody. I know I didn't shout out to everyone, but shout out to everyone who was on the live stream. Really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another live stream. Bye. Stay positive. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys. See you.